Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shane, this is Shane's Games, and tonight we are playing some more Dragon Age Origins. This isn't going to be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, look in my info below to see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all my streams, not just this one, but every game I have ever played live on stream. So, if you ever find yourself in the mood to see a game be played start to finish that might be a little weird, obscure, unusual, or just nostalgic, feel free to click over there, see what I've got on offer, and throw me subscribe if you're so inclined. But for tonight, let's get back into things. So last time we had just gotten to a village just a little bit north of the forest, and we are sort of resupplying and regrouping. And we've also met a new companion, Liliana. Liliana is, I believe that's pronounced, and she's joining us now. Also, I was doing some experimentation earlier, and I found out I can get my the dog extension working. All I have to do is go back into the party menu, not select the dog, and then hit accept, and boom, he is now in the party once again, so that's awesome. Hey Barty, what's going on? Hashtag Shave Ichigo. Alright, so I can already see some exclamation points, so let us start heading right for the subquests and see what we can gather up before we leave town.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I'm sorry, what do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
So he is poisoning his traps.
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Sorry, I don't know how to make traps yet.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
I don't know if that means that I can't do the quest at all, but we'll see. Come back there if I do get any trap making ability.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
What's up here?
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defense and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
Not much to talk about there. Because you were the hero, Shane, and it's your job to do all the handyman's work. Don't you just love that in RPGs? Hey, you've never met me before, and I'm sure you have important things to do, but can you clean out my basement, push around some boxes or things?
Too much to do, and not enough time.
Is there anything I can help you with then?
I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
A bit about herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Alright. I've been meaning to figure out how exactly herbalism works anyway.
What now?
Let's see if we can get on that. Try to loot this chest. And I see another exclamation mark right nearby, so let's go check that out. Hey there, Siamese Sneeze. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you. The real heroes are the crafters. It's true. Hey, who's in the cage here?
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says.
Damn.
I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I'm Kar. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Slave dog.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Pretty damn drunk, honestly, so I a sneeze. Well, it is Saturday night, so that works. That is a lot of vodka, though. Have I played any of the other Dragon Age games? Not yet, but it is my plan to play through Dragon Age 2 and 3, hopefully before 4 comes out. And I'm sure we'll find out more about that pretty soon. Alright, so let's find out from the man himself. What did you do to get in this cage?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
So you're guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
You don't want to atone for what you've done?
Death will be my atonement.
There's other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yeah, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
But do you think the revered mother would let you go free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Alright, I'll chat with her.
Well, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal. We'll have to see what we can do. Shane is phlegm, I guess. I wasn't feeling phlegmy earlier, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Hopefully that doesn't last, but we'll see. Alright, the Chastened. We've heard that name before. Let's figure out who the Chastened are. The Chastened Wilders have lived in the Kokiri Wild since the first wars with the Almari drove them southward a millennium ago. According to their own lore, they had always been a forest-dwelling people that adapted quickly to their new home. Game and fish are plentiful in the wetlands, and the Chastened thrived. For a time, they and the hill-dwelling Avars were true threats to the northern lowlands. The Tevinter Imperium had arrived and was hard-pressed to keep back the waves of invasions from the south and west. The fortress of Ostagar was built specifically to watch for the Chastened hordes, venturing north of the tree line. It was not until the legendary warrior Hafter soundly defeated the Chastened in the first half of the Divine Age that the question of their ability to contest the lowlands was settled permanently. Today the Chastened are considered largely peaceful, though their ways are still primitive compared to our own. In the Kokiri Wilds they live in strange-looking huts, built on stilts, or even built into the great treetops. They paint their faces and are split into small tribes ruled by shamans, like those amongst the Avars. There are many tales of these shamans having learned their magic from the witches of the wild, witches that inspire as much terror as they do awe and gratitude, even if there is no definitive proof that they exist. In particular, the tale of Flemeth, the greatest witch of the wilds, is celebrated among all tribes. While there is no way to know how many there are in the wilds today, few travelers that pass through the forest tell of Chastened eking out an existence, even in the frozen wastelands to the far south. One can assume that should the Chastened ever organize themselves once again, we might have reason to fear them here in Ferelden. We ignore them at our peril. From Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petron, Chantry Scholar. I do like this lore a lot. Probably something it might have been. So if that's so, hopefully it'll pass pretty soon. Kokiri Wild. I know I keep pronouncing it like that in Viking Thor, and that's probably because I have played Ocarina of Time one time too many. If you can, that is a pretty good goddamn game right there. Dragon Age 2 is a good game, but unfortunately it only takes place in one city. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Supposedly it was also supposed to be a DLC that just sort of got so big they decided to make it into its own game. And I've heard so much bad about it, but hey, I want to see the lore, so I'll play it so you don't have to. Now I don't feel sick or itchy, good otherwise. Inquisition is a gigantic game, the team members are great, combat is even more polished, and the story isn't bad. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of both of them on stream. Nothing to spoil the story, but the graphics and the combat look really good for Inquisition. I'm eager to get there. Alright, what else have we got here? Sten. The northern islands are remote, lush jungles that harbor cities rumored to be the most extraordinary ever built. These are the lands of the Canary, lands that no foreign eyes ever see. Only the stories of the 3 exalted marches waged against the giants have reached the south, until the arrival of Sten. The stoic giant in the cage was surely the strangest thing the people of Lothering had ever seen, until the blight struck. Alright, so this is kind of an important thing, is that there aren't really any Canary running around this land, so we're not really going to see many of them. Pretty much just Sten. The Blackstone Letter of Conscription. Oh, you remember we're supposed to press gang some guy into service with the Blackstone Irregulars, so let's check this out. Dear friend, you are receiving this letter because you or someone else placed your name on an article of conscription, thereby pledging your life to the Blackstone Irregulars. With war looming on all fronts, the Irregulars must build their numbers. We are forced to call upon those who have sworn their assistance to make good on those oaths. Say farewell to your friends and family. While you may return to them, you must prepare them for the possibility that this will be your last day together. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Tauran. Alright. Good deal. Alright, what else do we have to see around town? There's still a bit more over here, but I don't really see much of interest. So we'll just sort of scout out and make sure it's all mapped out. Bunch of refugees over here.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
Oh, god damn it.
Attack!
Well, time to kill some refugees, I guess. That's unpleasant. Morgan still doesn't have any good AoEs, so I don't see anybody particularly tough, so we'll just pick one of them and freeze. Oh geez, they're coming from behind too, that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and unload. We got too many people here to really take our time. Focus on taking out the weakest ones first so we can cut their numbers. That's another one down. Alright, we're doing alright so far. There's just still so many of them. I don't even see many weak ones yet. Go ahead and freeze this guy. Alright. Good, beating up refugees. This is good. This is exciting. You notice my health keeps getting buffed, probably because of that necromantic passive I have up. I'm really enjoying that. It makes me really amazing against groups like this. Morgan is taking a bit of a beating here because Alistair isn't really spectacular at tanking when we're getting flanked like this. But otherwise, that battle went really well. Not, exactly the battle I wanted to fight, but what are you gonna do? Siamese, you like Dragon Age 2? You like the characters? Alright, very cool. Shorter, streamlined game. Sometimes that's nice. Sometimes that's nice. Viking Tor, you've never played any Dragon Age games. Well, welcome into the stream. Hope you enjoy it. We are going to play it blind. We have asked people not to say any spoilers. So hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it first way through. Chicken nuggets, hell yes, Siamese. If you were a dual-wield or two-handed warrior, you could blast through them. But I'm not, Trev. Let's go ahead and unload. There's multiple uses for that word. It's true. Does it have an auto-pause feature? Yes, it does. So that's why you see it just all of a sudden stopping when I get into combat. It's very nice. I can also pause at any time I want just by hitting spacebar. So I will pause multiple times in the middle of any battle to readjust my strategy. Oh, bandits! And now bandits. They're going to regret this very profoundly, I suspect. Alright. Wow, why is Alistair taking such a beating from these guys? He's the tank. He's supposed to survive this shit. Oh, and Alistair's down. Son of a bitch. I may have to adjust Alistair's AI. See if I can figure out some way that he doesn't just die every time I ask him to go tank. Alright. Freeze the Mabari. Oh, he resisted. That's unpleasant. Barney was on it though. Good old Barney. Alright, just gotta take out the archers now and we should be good here. Yeah, Morrigan isn't quite doing as much damage as I'd like either, but she doesn't seem to be using a ton of spells. So I might have to check her AI too to make sure she's casting a bit more. Now she's not doing anything. That's just unpleasant. Finish him. There we go. And the only casualty there was our tank, who went down pretty much immediately. Yeah, he does have an AoE taunt, so I worry that may be that his taunt is sort of exceeding his ability to actually survive in combat. I might just want to turn that off for right now. Alright, Jeff, let's cool down in the back seating. You know I know about that. It's alright. Let me play how I want. Alright, we got a tree over here. Your hound seems particularly interested in this landmark. Doesn't say why, though. That's kind of strange. Yeah, looks like some more bad guys over there, too. Blame the healers, blame the DPS. That's how that works. Exactly. I always find some blame somewhere, Ichigo. Let's see. Yeah, Alistair's supposed to survive. The main guy that always dies, at least in my game. So, yeah, I may have to tweak his AI. As a matter of fact, let's check real quick, see what their tactics are set to. See if I can remember where the tactics menu is. Right here. Yeah, here we go. So he is missing a tactics slot right here. We can do this. So let's see. How about self-health less than 50%? Where's his abilities? Or activate mode. Shield defense. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Double check that. Alright, yeah, so I think shield defense is what I want to do. So if he's taking a beating, I'll switch him to shield defense. And hopefully that'll give him a little extra survivability. Alright, should be good, should be good. Let's see. Add Tree to your party. If he wants to come along, he's free too. I know, Trev. I'm just being a little lazy here. Would you like to know more about the tree landmark? Not right now, Batshine. I'm pretty sure I remember something about it, so we'll come back to it later, I think. Very specific menus. Yeah, I love the tactics menu in here. The idea of it is so cool, as it gives you a little bit of fine control over your party's AI, which is very cool. Morrigan I think is alright right there. Like, she's freezing any enemy that's below 50%, so she's finishing them off with Winter's Grasp. That's good. Yeah, no, I think this is all good stats for her. And what's Liliana doing? So she's doing her bardic song right there. She's activating rapid shot. That's good. Crippling shot. And she's honing in on whoever I'm attacking too. That's actually pretty good, although I may change that to, so she's honing in on Morgana's target later. Alright, I think we're good there. Quick save one more time. The tree is the tree. That's all you need to know. Period. Very deep of you, Bread. Also, you've never played them, so yeah, it's a tree. Wait a second. The dog's interested in the tree. Maybe he just needs to use the bathroom. That's possible, too. Alright, who do we got here? More bandits? Can't actually see, but I'm going to assume it's bandits. So let's open with a Winter's Grasp on this guy. Nice.
It's your time to die.
Arcane Bolt at Mabari. He's coming right over here. Alright, Alistair, I'm expecting you to survive a little bit longer here. Oh wow, Alistair's not surviving any longer here. Alright, I think I'm just going to respec Alistair to be pure defensive for right now, and then I'll just change him later, if need be. So after this battle, I'll respec him like that. I should just call him Morgana. I'm sorry, Trav. I'm completely spacing now. Ooh, it's just me and Morgan right now. That's unfortunate. We can take these guys, though. Oh, and the dog, too. Barney, I should say. Ah, injury kit. Right, I need to pick up a couple injury kits, don't I? Ooh. Lots of interesting gear there. And I think they mentioned something about 3 bandit groups in this area. The heck was that yell there? So if they were talking about this area, then we should only need to find 1 more bandit group, and we should have that side quest finished up. So that's handy. Yeah, Alistair just went down there. 2-handed enemy champions are quite nasty if you don't have a full tank. Yeah, so yeah, I'll work on changing him out in just a second. Let's check out his equip first, now that we just got a whole bunch more gear. As the tank, he is going to be taking on the best of everything, I should say. Whenever possible, give him all the good gear and whatnot. I'm not sure I'm going to find anything better than what he's got right now. Ooh, heavy chainmail boots as soon as I say that. Give him those, I'll give him a little extra defense. Alright, so he's rocking heavy chainmail, even better. Slap that on him. Alright, now he's more tanky already, so I like that. Is it no name? Hey, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? I am doing pretty well myself, thanks for asking. Hope you are having a good night so far, and a good weekend as well. And, I got to mute my phone again, didn't I? Where is that little bastard? I'm not sure where my phone is right now. That's not good. Huh. I don't actually know where I set it. Alright, we're not going to worry about it then. So a little tool tip here about heavy armor too. You have equipped heavy armor or massive armor. While these grades of armor offer excellent protection, be aware that they reduce the character's attack speed with bows and crossbows, although the Master Archer talent eliminates this penalty for heavy class of armors. Weighty armor also tends to cause more fatigue, which is a percentage increase in the mana or stamina cost to activate a spell or talent. That's fine. Fatigue. Although armor provides great protection, safety comes at a price. Anything heavier than regular clothing causes fatigue, which increases the mana or stamina cost of spells and talents by a percentage. Sturdy armors like plate carry more penalty than lightweight armor leathers, but some talents like the warrior's powerful can reduce the effect of fatigue. Alright, fair enough. And he is using a one-handed weapon, so let's see. I don't think we have any better one-handed weapons for him. No, it's a pretty good sword, honestly. And nothing in the way of shields either. And she's rocking a dagger right now. Seems like actually a pretty decent dagger, too. definitely doesn't want that Darkspawn dagger. That seems kind of like crap. She could use some better armor, though, I think, if we've got anything light. Which we do. See, the leather doesn't have any penalty to fatigue right there, so we'll go ahead and slap that on her. But then the leather gloves do start adding to the fatigue, so that's where we start getting into things. So many quests! I love that username. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Who cares for attack speed of the sword and shield? Thanks, game. Yeah, I know. I'm you know, let me check out her spec real quick. What does she got right now? She has Dirty Fighting, which is a nice close-up talent, and Below the Belt, which is also a very nice close-up talent. And she's got a little bit of Bard as well. She doesn't have too much in the way of archery, but she can be made to get archery. I think right now I'm going to keep her as a backstab rogue, because honestly, if I could build her that way, that would be pretty cool. I don't know, but I might want to make her an archer anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Where is that right now? I think she's got basically what I want her to have. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with her spec, unless I've got some accessories, which I do. Oh, nothing to actually equip her with, unfortunately. Alright. There's no talents in dual weapons, but 4 talents in archery. That's kind of a hint. I get it. I get it. Alright, so we got everything down here. And we'll grab some elf root. Oh, alright, so here's the crafting menu. So what, I need to make like 3 health poultices, I think? Let me double check that quest. More than just plants. Yeah, 3 lesser health poultices. So let's go ahead and put those together right now. And then that should be enough to turn in the quest. And the poison one, I'm not sure if I want to do the poison one. That guy sounds shifty as hell. Oh yeah, our AI does have archery in there. Damn it. You're right, Trev. My bad. I should figure out how I want to do that. Oh yeah, and I plan to change Alistair's AI as well. It's set to Defender, but it's not a spectacular setup just yet. So let me put this up top, and let me just set this to self any. So he'll turn on shield defense as soon as the battle starts. And then I think we should be alright in there. And I'll put him on defensive, maybe? Let's see what that says. This party member will fight back if attacked in melee, but will not chase enemies if they move away. And oh, and we'll try to remain close to the player. No, we'll put him on, yeah, I'll put him on default. That should be fine, because I want him to run into battle, but then I just want him to soak up lots of damage. And, let's see, does he have anything else interesting? He's got shield cover, but I don't think we need to turn that on or anything. No, I think he's alright with that little change to his AI. And then as far as Liliana, let's try her out as an archer for a little bit. Since we've already got some of her AI set to it, let's see how she treats that. Since I think we've got some decent bows in here. Let's see, longbow. Yeah, I like that longbow. And then there's infinite standard arrows, aren't there? Or does she actually need to get arrows at all times, and then we can add special arrows? I don't remember how that works. I'll get going. I'll leave these guys to you. Alright, take care of yourself, Zenoname. Thank you for stopping by, as always. And good luck catching your train. I'll see you around. Infinite standard, but limited special. Alright, thank you, Drev. Alright, so I'll leave her with standard arrows for right now. That should be fine. And let's double check. Alright, yeah, she's basically set up for archery already. So yeah, let's just do that. Alright, new spec. We'll see how that works out. And some death root over here. So we got this landmark tree. Whimpers pathetically. What? Oh, you done well. You're a good dog. He pants and lays down to rest. Aw. Good dog. I don't seem to be able to interact with the tree anymore. That's weird. Alright, let's keep checking over... Ooh, enemies? Spiders? Why spiders? Bandits, I understand. Angry refugees, I understand. But spiders? What in the holy hell? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh, damn it, mid-cast. Son of a bitch. Let's finish this bastard off. Get some little freeze going on. See, Alistair is drawing tons of aggro, so that part's good at least. But, oh, and he's surviving pretty well against the giant spiders at least. There we go. See, I felt like he was holding his own a bit better there. And I don't know if that's because of the changes I made, or just because the giant spiders didn't have, didn't go quite as hard as those, humans we were facing before. But for now, I'll take it. It's a start. What on earth is going on over here? A little creepy cave. I don't think we can interact with it at all. But, hey, dead spiders is a goal in and of itself. That's kind of weird, Zenoname. Let me take a look. Yeah, it says you're already hosting me. Which, incidentally, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Up, and mercenaries. Oh, bandits, alright. Let's go ahead and start with the archers, so they don't bother the rest of the party. And there's that nice freeze. And then we go for this guy next. Oh wow, they got right up in the melee, unfortunately. We'll have to look into get Alistair that taunt next level. Luckily, Liliana doesn't seem to mind using her bow at close range. Nobody's actually aggroing her, so that's good. Alright, yeah, Alistair's taking a beating, but so far he's surviving. That's good, I like that. There we go. Alright, Alistair did better that time. Not spectacular, but better. Better's a start. Long 24 hours, and I can't sleep because I still have to catch the train. Well, hopefully you can catch on some sleep on the train if it's a long train. But either way, I hope rest comes to you soon, Zenoname. You deserve it, definitely. And thank you again for everything. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you around. Alright, looks like I'm getting close to leveling up too, so I'll be able to get some sweet new powers very soon.
Of course.
I don't know about you folks, but leveling up in RPGs is possibly my favorite part of RPGs. Like, a good RPG, leveling up will always be such a joy. It'll give you so much to do, all these cool things to explore, noticeable power gains in any good RPG as well. So I am excited about that. Got a lot of defensive spells. Are you planning to make an arcane warrior? Hell yeah. Illuminante? I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome into the stream. Yeah, I unlocked arcane warrior in a previous playthrough. And so now I am building into it. I don't have the specialization unlocked yet, and for right now I'm just sort of playing a pure mage until I get the specialization. But yeah, that's the idea. I've never played it before, but it seemed like a really cool specialization, so I'm looking forward to being able to try it out. That good grind? Hell yes, Siamese Sneeze, the good grind. I like that way of putting it.
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Morgan, a national treasure as always. Just looking for chests and stuff as we're going around here. Try and take some paths I haven't been through before so I can see if I can spot any out of the way loot. I always feel nervous being a mage or rogue and not having two warriors or close combat fighters. Agreed, Al. I need somebody with lots of HP to get in the way of all those bad enemies. Otherwise, I get a little nervous. Get a little bit nervous. Alright, I think I saw something over here.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Morgan. Finally got to my PC and checked out the overlay. It's nice, but how does the globe thingy work? You just click on it, and I believe you usually have to give it access for IP geolocation, and that puts a pin wherever you are. And so as more viewers do that, you can get kind of a little map of where different viewers are that are watching the stream.
On my way.
So nothing too big, but it's a sort of a cool little diversion, I think. Alright, I think we must have finished one of the quests, so let's go ahead and turn in. Probably the bandit quest, I think we got in there. The party banter in this game is great. It's amazing. Morgan just dunks on everyone at all times.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
And that's level up right there. Yes, you have just qualified for a specialization, a customized form of character's base class. Each offers a unique set of advanced talents and benefits. Characters may have up to 2 specializations, with the first becoming available at level 7 and the second at level 14. But first you'll need to find a trainer, which we did in our previous playthrough. Not on stream, but still, let's do this. So level up. We will put points into... We don't need to put cunning anymore. 16 is about the cap for cunning, so we're going to put a point into magic. We're going to put a point into Actually, willpower is mana pool, right? So let's put 2 points into willpower. I want willpower to be pretty high since we're using sustained. We're going to need that to be pretty high. And we're going to take Arcane Warrior, which you may have heard us talking about a lot on stream. So, specialization bonus, +1 dexterity, +5 attack. Among the ancient elves, there were mages who trained the magical arts to augment their martial prowess. They channeled magical power through their weapons and bodies, becoming terrors on the battlefield. Most consider these skills lost forever, but they may still linger in forgotten corners of the world. Arcane warriors may learn to use their magic score to satisfy the strength requirement to equip higher level weapons and armor. Hell yeah! Eliosius, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Arcane warrior get. So I think we are going to go ahead and grab the first point of Arcane Warrior just so we can start moving into Arcane Warrior territory right here. And it's combat magic. It's a sustained spell. While this mode is active, the Arcane Warrior channels magic inward, trading increased fatigue for an attack bonus and the ability to use spell power to determine combat damage. Aura of Might and Fade Shroud, which are the second and third tier ability, improve the effects. Additionally, regardless of whether the mode is active, an Arcane Warrior who has learned this spell may use the magic attribute to satisfy the strength requirement to equip higher level weapons or armor. So yeah, we're going to take that for this level. And then since we're not moving into level 12 immediately after that, we will go back into the creation tree, working our way towards haste. We'll get heroic defense if nothing else. Other things I want to try to get are... Miasma is a big thing I want to get. I think that'll be a huge help towards my build. So we'll work towards that a little bit too. And if we still have points left over, telekinetic weapons I think would be nice to build into as well. Maybe Death Siphon too? We got options. We got options basically. And it looks like there's something new on the Chanter's board as well. Oh, a couple new things. When bears attack! That's an exciting way to start up a letter. I'm interested already. On behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As Chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, and the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost, may his light bathe us all. Hell yes. And what do we got next? Thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The Chanter regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The Office of the Chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Hell yeah, side quests! Alright, that's good there, and now I need to re-equip my dude, I believe, as I am changing roles a bit now. So let's see how much I could actually do now if I wanted to. So I'm gonna want double one-handed weapons for right now. And I don't have a ton to choose there. So I think maybe let's see, a war axe and a dagger? Yeah, I think that'll probably be a start right there. Let's put on the axe, then we'll put on the enchanted dagger in the offhand, and there I am dual wielding. And then I will switch up so I've got some badass armor as well. So let's go ahead and soldier's helm right there. Let's see, I don't want to go heavy if I can, I don't think. Actually, no, sorry. I like my Helmet of Deep. We're going to keep that for right now. Mace is another main hand, I think. Yeah, that's main hand, so I can't equip the axe and the mace, I don't think. Let's see. We will put on some chainmail gloves. We'll put on some chainmail boots. What's the difference between the chainmail and the split mail right here? Doesn't look like anything. 510, 735. 510, 735. Huh. Doesn't appear to be anything. Split mail it is. Alright. I am now a stabby badass. Pleased about that. And we're going to try and see how all my sweet, sweet sustains work out very shortly. Ooh, combat magic. We got a new sustain. Let's go ahead and see if we can afford to put that on. Ooh, just barely. Just barely. Alright, so we're going to need lots more will then. So I will have to get on, probably just put 3 points in will next time I level up, honestly. But still, that's a lot of sustains right there. There's a shitload of sustains. Alright. What else do we need to do in town? We need to talk to the revered mother at some point, definitely. It says there's a merchant right nearby. Oh yeah, this tool. Hey, dude.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something? Alright, just don't buy everything up.
I think we already checked him for the good stuff. Yeah, he doesn't really have any, we don't need any of those recipes, really. He doesn't have, alright, he's got a, unique gift right there. Pick that up. Otherwise, I'm not too concerned about the rest of his stuff. Alright, that's fine. Do I want to sell him anything? I think I probably do. No backseating, Illuminati. Check the rules, please. Thank you. Alright, so I think we're good to sell some of our stuff now. So we'll sell both of the axes. Don't buy everything. What kind of a merchant doesn't want to sell his goods? Well, the whole town's clamoring to buy from him, so I think he's trying to, I don't know, he's trying to get his name out there, get his brand out there, as it were, as much as he can. I think that's part of it anyway, I suspect. Go ahead and sell the short bow. Gonna go armor and weapon right away. Hell yeah, oh hell yeah. Not screwing around here, that's for sure. Let's see, sell the worst of our armor. I think right there we should be alright. Damn, I really am pack ratting really hard, aren't I? Still, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's quick save. And let's go to the Chantry and see if we can organize Mr. Quinari's release.
Alright.
Although somehow I suspect the revered mother isn't going to be super thrilled about the idea of letting a murderer go free. Especially since he did kill some kids. But hey, it's the end of the world. May as well try, right?
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you then?
I wanted to talk about Sten, that Quinari got in the cage outside.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
How do I put that? Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you could release him into my custody, is all.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, The Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Oh, well, that went well. A bit easier than I thought it would be, but, hey, I'm not going to lick a gift horse in the mouth here. Alright, let's go back to Sten and let him know he's freed. I gotta put any armor on Liliana? Did I? I thought I put some on her. She's not going to be in melee anymore, so she doesn't need super great stuff, I don't think. And I'm trying to keep her, what do you call it? Trying to keep her fatigue low as well. I guess this Kunari thickened cap is pretty badass. Let's put that on her. Yeah, see, even gloves would start adding to some fatigue. But I suppose a little bit of fatigue's okay. Just don't want to build too much if I can avoid it. May as well give her some studded leather armor too. Just a little something to increase her survivability there. Alright, yeah, I'm happy with that. Quick save too, and back out to Sten. Have I ever mentioned how much I appreciate games that have tooltips on loading screens? It's such a simple thing, but it's a very nice thing nonetheless. I really enjoy it like that. Have you taken coercion? Yes, Illuminati. I have coercion maxed out already. I pretty much...
I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
Damn!
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
Goddamn!
I thought you'd like that.
The dunks! The dunks! Alright, I gotta take off Viking Tour. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself, and I will see you around. Talk to a nameless NPC, Drav. You disgust me.
Have you seen my mother?
That depends. Who's your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
I sense tragedy. Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Hey, Rose, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Look, go to the chantry then. Somebody help you out there.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
That kid's going to die. Also, his mother probably dead. Kind of sensing dead mother there. Get the dead mother vibes. Alright, so I'm really eager to see how this build actually does in combat now that I can actually, fight.
You wish something more of me?
I got the key to open your cage, dude.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Alright, I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Well, thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Alright, so I'm going to stick with my current party for right now, though Sten is pretty cool. We'll talk more about him later. Yeah, I do have a quest, Trav, so I made the connection there, but I still don't know where to start looking, other than a farm hold. But we will come back to that later, I suppose. Alright, what else have I got to do? Let me check my journal. Now we're actually getting to the point where I've got stuff to do. Oh, the Elder! The Elder, I do have those poultices for her, so let me see if I can track her down and give her all those poultices that I gathered up. I don't recall where she is exactly. But it's not a huge village. I'm sure I can track her down somewhere. Oh, I slept, Zero! Zero, that's a good thing. Embrace the sleep. Embrace the sleep, Zero. Learn to love the sleep. It's a good thing. How are you doing today, Zero? Welcome into the stream. Good to see you, as always. Who gets upset about sleep? Sleep is amazing. It is, in fact, perhaps the best thing. It's going a bit far, but it's possible. It's possible. I'd wager on that. I've had some good sleeps, I'll tell you that much. Oh, she's not even marked on my map. That kind of sucks.
Any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Yep, I found them.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
I try. Alright, quest completed. Yes. I'm trying to save as much money as I can for right now, because I know that those recipes can get very expensive. So let's see what else we've got. Cull the infected bears to the north of Lothering. I didn't see any bears, but maybe now that I got the quest, they'll show up. That just says the wilderness. I don't know what he means by the wilderness there, but I'll check around. Hey there, Rare Magikarp. I like the name. How are you doing this evening? Good to see ya. Alright, so, oh, there should be somebody in Lothering I need to deliver one of these letters to. Patter Gritch. Oh, hey, Siamese Sneeze. Thank you for the 40 bits, and thank you for adding the hashtag charity right there. Let's see. It looks like Twitch is getting pretty close to 48,000 donated to Extra Life. And you're part of that, Siamese. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the bits. As always, all donations help make the stream a little bit better as I buy cooler things for all of you folks. But I appreciate it. Very cool of you, Siamese. Alright, so I don't remember seeing anybody named Patter Gritch, but I'll start looking for him now that I know he's around here. So let's see. First of all, let's look for some bears to punch. Punching bears seems fun. Who's up for punching some bears, folks? Anybody else up for punching some bears? You in a bear punching mood? You ever just get in one of those bear punching moods? Just think to yourself, I could go for some bear punching right now. I feel right now like I'm ready for bear punching. Oh, those are wolves. Those aren't bears. I think. Yeah, those are wolves. Alright, time to test out the new spec. Oh my god, that is a lot of wolves. I was not entirely prepared for this many wolves. How are there this many wolves? Well, at least Alistair getting a level out of this. Alright, I'm doing okay. Got a little hairy at the start there, but I'm doing okay. Whew. Yeah, I was a bit worried at the start due to the sheer volume of goddamn wolves coming at us, but no, overall, that worked pretty well. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you're too kind, Siamese Sneeze, I appreciate it. Fuck those bears up, hell yes! Team Bear Slayer. Shane would probably like the anime One Punch Man. I haven't seen the anime, Drev, but I've read the manga, and I fucking love One Punch Man. Amazing, amazing art in there. Great story. Really funny. Wait, you mean people can get out of a bear punching mood? I think you may be onto something, Batshite. I think I may have misstated that. Daggers are so big in this game. Yeah, they are kind of more like short swords, Illuminati. But I suppose the modelers might have been worried that if they're too small, they just look too pitiful. Or they might not have showed up well in combat. The animation might have gotten tricky. Like, stabbing wolves with a teeny tiny dagger might have been a problem. Alright, so I know Alistair needs a lot of strength, so I might come back and just basically dump everything in strength once I find out what I plan to put points into for him. Where is that, Alright, so Threaten is the one that draws aggro on him. And Taunt, actually. Are they the same thing? One of them's sustained, one of them's activated. Which one do I want then? I guess it's only 2% fatigue, that's not terrible. So, let's see, what's past that? There's a good question. Bravery seems more like a tanky thing. Oh yeah, Bravery seems very tanky. Whereas Disengage, I don't really care about. So Threaten it is. Oh, his drive says you want Taunt. No, I'm taking Threaten, that sounds nice. Increases enemy hostility. Oh, increases enemy hostility with each melee attack. Alright, yeah, so I don't want that. Is no one really going to talk about how Shane is merciless to the murdering wolves? They bit first, Zero. They bit first. I'm going to point that out. Did you want tips about stats? Because you might have a misconception on how to build a tank. As long as it's general, tips about mechanics, I'm all okay with pure mechanical tips. As long as you understand, I might not take your tips. I'm more than willing to hear them. Alright, so Taunt he has. That's good. And yeah, I think we're good for right now. 25 is the number he needs to level up some of these other things, though. So yeah, we're pretty good at strength right now. We're building in the right direction. And we probably want to have Alistair use Taunt in his tactics somehow, don't we? Let's see. Let's switch in Shield Pummel. Because honestly, I don't care about him doing any damage right now. Let's see. Enemy... Enemy being attacked by a ranged attack, so basically as soon as he sees me do a range attack, then go ahead and taunt. I suppose. Let's try that out. That actually might not get him in the right range of the enemies. We'll try that for right now. Alright. Start with that. Strength adds nothing to tanking. Con adds HP. Dex adds chance to dodge. Dex is widely considered to be the best tank stat. Because they bit first, they are amazing creatures. Wolves are beautiful creatures, Rose. I will fully admit to that. That is, I've seen them in zoos before. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. Murder. How else is he supposed to have a matching blanket? Curtains, cloak, and loincloth. If he doesn't hurt those wolves. I do need something to put over my windows. Those wolf pelts are so appealing. Hello?
It appears we need to fight the blight one at a time.
What is that? Oh shit! What are these dudes doing here? Freaking Darkspawn in the middle of the city? Well, not in the middle of the city, luckily just at the outskirts, but still. We need to kill these dudes real fast. Alright, sure looks like Alistair's drawing aggro successfully. So good on him. Let's finish this guy off too. We've got an alpha as well, that's not good. Let's take out this genlock on the edge. Oh, he's running. Of course he's running. Get back here, you little bastard. There we go. Alright. Is that the last of them?
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Hey, you're welcome. No worries.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Something was shooting me in the back there. Thought I heard arrows thumping from somewhere.
Alright.
And a blood mage, too. Why is there a blood mage here? Let's check our codex here. The blight arrived! Ah, run, run! We got it, we're taking these out. I went to a wolf sanctuary in California and got to meet and pet wolves. Batshine, that sounds amazing. Let's see. 1 or 2 was even used to make the CGI wolves in Twilight. Ooh, I always love it when hearing how CGI modelers get their real-world inspirations. Alright, here we got a little more information about Sten. He was sent with a small group of Canary soldiers to investigate the Blight and report back. Outside Lothering, they were ambushed by Darkspawn. They fought off the attack, but only Sten survived. Farmers found him dying and took him in, but when he awoke, alone and unarmed, he panicked, killing the entire family. Realized he had sacrificed his honor, Sten waited for the villagers to come and surrendered, expecting death. Well, that's grim. There's a crafting tutorial, a fatigue tutorial, specializations. So let me catch up on something real quick. I wanted to check. Yeah, Drav, you were saying strength adds nothing to tanking, but I want to be able to do a little bit of damage in combat as well. I figure the spells will help me tank, so instead of being a pure tank, I want to be mostly tanky with a little bit of ability to hurt things as well. A little bit of each, a little bit of each. I know it's not good to spread like that, but when have I ever been efficient with anything ever? You know? Alright, Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Malus, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye. Huh, rogue mage right there. Well, if we ever go back to the tower, I'll have to look out for whatever he had there. I do like stashes. Alright, let's make sure we got all the loot off these bodies, then we'll take a little look around here. Oh, Alistair, right? I thought you were talking about my character, Drav. Alright, yeah, I should probably stop getting Alistair strength since he is going, since he's specifically going pure tank. Yeah, you're right. I should dial back on giving him any strength. Now, my character I'm going to start giving a little bit of strength to now so he can do a little bit more damage. But Alistair, yeah, no, you got a point there. Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Now, magic on my character isn't the pure determinant of my damage. I thought it added a bonus, but it wasn't the only thing that figured in. I could be wrong, though. Oh, you found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Ah, that's unfortunate. Still, I suppose he'll be happy to have the keepsake, hopefully. So now we just need to find and murder some bears and we should be good. Strength lets you equip better armor. Oh yeah, it's true. So there is... he doesn't need a lot of strength then, but a little bit should be good. I see something over here. I see bears! I see bears. Let's stab some bears. Yeah, this is going swimmingly. I'm liking this build so far. There we go. Yeah, as I skirt around that tree very daintily. Alright, good deal. Bear is slain. Doesn't look like they dropped anything, but still, I think that hopefully should satisfy the bear mission. Well, it doesn't hurt if Alistair can do a bit of damage. True, but that's not really his purpose. His purpose, among all things, is number one, drawing enemies to him, and number two, surviving every enemy in the enemy group wailing on him at all times. And for that, he does need to be a little bit specialized, honestly. And by a little bit, I mean pretty damn specialized. So that's something I'm going to have to think of next time he levels up. If Arcane Warrior magic is considered the strength requirement of all armor, true. I think we're both talking past each other about me and Alistair now. Yeah, for me, I want to get strength to do more damage with my weapons, but it satisfies the requirement for my armor. For Alistair, he needs enough strength to equip the good armors, but that's it. I believe. Alright, Shane's Alistair already has 23 strength. That's more than you need for all armors, really. I thought the Blood Dragon armor he had was something intense. I'd have to double check, though. Alright, let's take a look around in here. I know we were looking for a dude for the Irregulars here. I don't imagine he'd be in the same room with the Blackstone Irregulars, though. That would be a little confusing. Oh, good, I'm trapped up here. Nope, there we go. Managed to wiggle out of it. Barlin's the guy that wanted me to give him poison, and I'm not entirely comfortable with. Oh, hey, there's another named dude over here.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Sorry about the mess earlier.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denial. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Alright, have you heard any rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Loghain being named Regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that end, then nobody could. Anything else I can get you?
Well, a lot of people, a lot of support for Tyrn Loghain. That's unfortunate, since we, the viewers and players, know that he's a total bastard and totally betrayed us. Arcane Warrior doesn't need strength at all. So is it true that magic is the only determinant of the damage I'm doing then, Illuminati? Do you happen to know? Whoever thought chicken nuggets should be worshipped for all eternity. Yes, delicious nuggets. You heard any other rumors?
I hear tell they held a funeral in Denerim for King Caelan. The Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning, and there was a procession a mile long passing by the brazier. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to him at the hands of those creatures, it's unthinkable. Anything else I can get you?
Who were those men that attacked me earlier, incidentally?
When Tyrn Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
Of course not.
Fair enough. What can I get you then?
I'll be going.
Luck speed your way.
Alright, so nothing much. Still worthwhile talking to him there, I think. Nothing much here. Pile of sacks. I didn't see that before. Grab that deep mushroom. Why not? I thought there was something else. Oh, there's a barrel I didn't grab back here either. Just some crafting components, but nice to have more of those. Let me catch up on chat. Shane Crow is out to start brawls all around the world with his steamboat buddy Tugger. Tugger, no! Elena, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you as always. I fucking love that episode of South Park. Amazing. Arcane Warrior gets spell damage for attacks with magic that bypass any armor, so it's more efficient than what you get from strength. Fair enough. Making music, making movies, fighting around the world. Alright, so what else do I need to I need to talk to the cleric dude and turn in a couple of quests. I need to track down that dude for the Blackstone Irregulars who's apparently shirking his duty. And then I think I'm done in Lothering for right now. Ah, there's the chanter to turn some stuff in.
Yes, well don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much. What? Never mind.
That was fantastic. Yeah, Automod doesn't catch much, but occasionally gets in there. Rain is so loud. I love loud rain, Rose. It's some of my favorite thing. Love to get somebody that references Elena. I don't get all of them, but I have been up to my ears in nerd culture for my entire life, and it's a beautiful
Path
thing.
of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Alright, I assume that was both of my quests turned in right there, so that's good. Doesn't look like there's anything new on the Chanter's board. Let's check inside the Chantry, see if we can spot that dude we're looking for. Not sure where else to look for him. I feel like we've been all over town. Went past the guy several times already. Let me ask you this, Drev. Does he actually have the correct name over his head, or do I need to start talking to those filthy nameless characters? Because as you notice, I have been going out of my way to avoid speaking to nameless NPCs. Because, you know, nameless NPCs. I don't got time for that. I got things to do, man. Don't think there's anybody particularly interesting in here besides anybody I already talked to. There's a locked chest, and we do have Liliana now.
I shall.
Bronze symbol of Andraste. Ooh, a gift. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, what was his... I should probably double check what his name is, shouldn't I? Pater Gritch. Pater Gritch is his name. Let's see if I can spot him in here. Oh, there he is. Alright, so he's over in the corner right there. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the tab highlight. I need to start using tab highlight a lot more, I suspect. Especially because I see that there's a book over here. I like books. Ah yeah, I missed this pile before. Thank you for reminding me of that. I need to, really need to start using it more because it is really easy to miss small items around here. Alright, quick save, and let's have a little chat with this guy. Should we play the hot and cold game? Not on a 20-second delay, Drav. I suspect that would end very badly.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I've got a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Alright, he was easy enough. That's good. You're cold right now, Shane. Ice cold. Alright, let's see. What else do we need to do? I think we might be good for town then. Yeah, honestly, I think we're pretty good for Lothering right now. So, let's move on. Let us move on to our next location. And we'll go from there. Literally right now my mind is racing as we're trying to finalize my decision for where we're going next. But I know the very first thing we need to do is we need to stop at camp.
Then, Morrigan. What if there really was a maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
And for once, Morrigan didn't get a full dunk on somebody. That's shocking. Alright, so we're going to head out of town this way, I suspect. And then the first thing we want to do is we want to make camp for the first time in the game. Because then we will get to chat with some of our party members. We'll get to know them a little bit more. We'll be able to hand over some of the gifts that we've accumulated and raise their, I don't know, loyalty, I guess we can use. Loyalty, maybe? And, yeah, we'll go from there. There's a whole system with that. There's a whole shitload of stuff to do in camp. It's gonna take a little time, but as if you enjoy the lore and you enjoy the characters in here, you're probably going to enjoy that part as well. Alright, let's see where this leads to. Maybe have some quality time with someone. Maybe. But 17 years of South Park Siamese sneeze. How crazy is that to think about? That's dragon. Oh, that looked bad. Not a fan of that. Ah, just a nightmare.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seemed awfully real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Was that the dragon I saw?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Oh, any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Alright, so this is our party camp, as it says here. All of your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. So this is a cool place, and this is a little center for us in the game, so we'll be here a lot. Catch up on chat real quick. Such nice dreams. Woo. Darkspawn blood. That's some good stuff to strip with. The real rare stuff, Batshine. Oh my god, the nightmares. Hey, Kratslav, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? My favorite South Park episode for a long time was Chin Pokemon, but I also love the episode catered on Strike. That's another good one, Elena. Last 2 seasons haven't been as good. I know the member berries are pretty good. I liked that. Alistair's a giant dork, but he's awesome. Some of his stuff is nice. I like the heartfelt stuff from Alistair. I can appreciate that much. So let's see. We've got a couple arrows here. And hey, here's those 2 dwarves we met on the road.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Alright, let me see your wares then.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
You already hear that phrase a lot in this game. Imagination. I remember that one, Siamese. Good stuff right there. Imagination land. Alright, so let's see if he has any of the good stuff. He has a whole bunch of agents, which are good for making crafting. I might need some of that. Got a whole bunch of ruins and stuff. Ooh, he's got a lot of cool stuff. And he has all of the, what are they called? The feast day gifts and the feast day pranks. Holy shit, 7 gold. We can actually afford this backpack, though. It's really expensive, but no, I think we're going to have to go for it. I don't know if we're going to be buying anything else from him, so still, this should be good. Should be alright there. And then, so yeah, he sells a little bit of everything, and he in fact has some really spectacular stuff, like the rest of the Blood Dragon gear he has. Hey, look at this, a Dragon Bone War Axe for 131 gold. That is insane. Just freaking bonkers right there. Hey, welcome back, Rose. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, no, that one name checks, the name checks come fast and furious in the Imagination Land episode, which I appreciate. It's really funny. It's really funny. I do like it. Where did we get a sword called Oathkeeper? That looks fantastic. Maybe Sten brought it? Alright, looks like we still need to talk to Sandal for something, so let's do that.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What kind of enchanting does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Alright, let's see what he can do.
Enchantment!
So yeah, I can use runes to enhance the stats of weapons in here, which is very cool. And I don't think we're going to be doing any of that right this second, but we will no doubt be coming back for him numerous times. All enchantable items in the party inventory, including those currently equipped, can be upgraded by an enchanter, so long as you also have runes available. Select the item you wish to enchant, then drag and drop the desired runes into the slots on the item. Good stuff, good stuff. Hearing the word dragon over and over again makes me happy. Dragon Age, it's right in the title of the game there, Rose. So you are in a good place. Oh, buff to heals received. Let me check that out then. I don't know where I picked it up either, but let's see. I have no idea where I picked it up. It is a one-handed. It does more damage than his current does. Yeah, I see no reason not to just slap this on him right now. There we go. Perfect, perfect. And who is this guy now?
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Carb. I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What kind of promise are we talking about here?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Alright, what next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name after all that.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
Alright, so what favor did you ask of Duncan anyway, getting to the point here?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
So why didn't Duncan get around to helping you then?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Ouch. Alright, your family's faith will be rewarded then. I'll give you a hand then.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
So that is one of the DLC quests. We're not going to do that immediately, but that's a good thing to know about. Cool Geek, can you Fusro Da the Archdemon? I don't think so, but I will try shouting at him, just for you, Cool Geek. We'll see if that does anything, just in case. Besides, the Archdemon is too large, at least as large as the dragons in Skyrim. Still, I can scream at them. That seems like a good strat. That's my usual strat. When in doubt, just start screaming at the bad guys. Just in case. Do I mean just in case I have the Fusro Da? No, mostly I just mean just in case screaming does anything. Alright, so let's start chatting with people, shall we? Let's save Morgan for last. You don't want to have the dessert first. Let us start with Sten.
Why are we stopping?
I just thought we should talk for a moment, Sten.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks, dude.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
I've never seen a Quinari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No? Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
That's cold. Alright, you said you're in the army.
I am.
What made you decide to become a soldier?
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did.
So why did the Quinari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed?
Compared to what?
Well, good question, actually.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not technically your duty to handle the Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
Alright, we'll get going. I get the point.
As you wish.
Yeah, Sten casually roasting the entire elven race. That was amazing. Screaming off with a dragon? Sorry, but you would lose. It's all about willpower, and I got plenty of it. And also, I'm very terrified when facing down a dragon, so you never know. Yeah, Siamese, I did like Duncan. He was very cool. He was very noble, and it kind of makes sense that he got off very quickly. Siamese, I will eat my dessert when I want. Alright, don't try and let me force anything down on you. I like his character. He's so straightforward. Extremely Rose, definitely. Sten is a part of a cult. He's just very blunt. He's a very blunt guy. Yeah, the Quinari change a lot in after Origin, but we'll talk about that once we get into Dragon Age 2, I think. Alright, so... Let's, Alright, wait, do I have any gifts for, Sten? Let's find out. Are they in Other? I think they're in Other. Let's see, I have gifts for Liliana, Morrigan, Alistair. Yeah, just Liliana, Morrigan, and Alistair. So nothing for him right now. Let's talk to Liliana next then.
Yes?
Hey, I want to talk to you.
Well, here I am.
So about this vision of yours, about the Maker sending you on a quest against the Darkspawn.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
A technical cleavage, Siamese. Honestly, I'm thinking Liliana could probably turn away a few swords with those shoulder blades of hers. Holy crap. So this is what made you want to help me, hey, Liliana? Is that what I'm understanding here?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
The Chantry says that the Maker left us, though.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
He's got conviction. I can respect that. Believe what feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
Alright, and I have a gift for her, if I can remember how to actually give it to her. Catch up on chat, too. Illuminati, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, and welcome in. Rain sounds like someone using a hose against my house. Alright, that's a little intense, Rose. I normally like pretty hard rain, but that is a bit much, I think. Hey, Bob, good morning. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Yeah, she does have a bit of a French edge to her accent, most definitely. Alright, so she wants the bronze symbol of Andraste, I believe. I don't seem to have the option to gift it to her right away. Unless I'm missing something.
Yes?
Huh. I don't think I remember how to give gifts. Do I have to be closer? No, I'm kind of right up on her. Not that. Where is it? What am I missing here? Oh, it seems like it's right there. Oh, maybe I have to actually switch to her in this menu? Oh, maybe that's it. Ah, there we go.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Alright, plus 10. Excellent. That's a nice buff right there. See if she has anything else to say after that, too. Thank you there, Cool Geek. And, Ramses. Appreciated. And hey, Ramses, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? And, CG, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. Yes. Does she have anything else to say now?
Well, here I am.
Hey, what was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
How so condescending?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Well, what did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Alright, fair. Ramses, you're doing fine? I'm doing well as well. Having a great weekend. Thank you for asking. I'm enjoying this game a lot, by the way. So are you going Geralt and sexing all the characters? No, that'd be still too much for me. My character's got enough to do with the Blight. I don't think I could handle all that as well. Alright, next up is Alistair.
What do you need?
Alistair, do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
It doesn't mean I didn't mourn his loss, though.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you then? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Not since I went to the tower, no.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Hey, anytime, Alistair. Oh, and he approved too. Excellent. Hey there, LTG. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you as always. Alright, and I've got a gift to give him as well, I believe. Let's see, it is... What did I have for him? A small carved statuette. Don't know why he wants that, but if the game says that's what he wants, then that's what he is getting.
I could get used to this, you know.
That was a little creepy way to voice that, Alistair, but that's fine, that's fine. Next up, Barney. Hey, buddy.
Oh, why, you little...
What? What happened?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Look at all these responses here before I click on anything. I mean, he is a war dog, Alistair. He growls angrily at Alistair.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
That was cute. I like talking to Barney. Puppy! Oh, puppy. Drav, no S word in chat. We're not there yet. Alright, I think that is everyone except Morgan, so let's head over there. Doge, I know he is kind of cute. He's very large, kind of badass, but he's cute. I like him. Hey, Morgan. Off in the corner by yourself.
What do you wish of me?
Hey, I just want to talk to you.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Amusing? Is that the word you'd use? Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Can you change into other human forms?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Oh, interesting. I like that. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Hey, what do other animals think of you when you're changed into them?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Oh, I've never heard of any magic like this before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the Circle of Magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Well, that's good. These traditions do need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the Circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I literally couldn't leave. Caged bird is a good allusion there.
I thought so.
That's all I wanted to ask, though.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
God, there's some good responses here, I think. I think your abilities sound very useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Oh, she approved of that. Excellent. And I've got a gift for her, too. What are we giving her? The golden rope necklace, I believe.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Excellent. Your favorite Dragon Age waifu is in Dragon Age 2, but Morrigan's a close second. I can't wait to find out more about Dragon Age 2, honestly. I'm so eager to get some new lore and push the story forward. Recommendation for Tassie food restaurants. Amici, great Italian place. Ooh, I haven't been to an Italian place, a really good Italian place in a long time, LTG. That's making me think about that now. Of course, pretty much anything will make me think about food on stream, that is a fact. A little man, never heard that response. Yeah, that was a little... I'm like, oh, we're getting somewhere, and then she calls me little man. That's a little demeaning. Alright, I think that is everything we need to do in camp for right now, anyway. So, I'm gonna actually hard save, because we haven't done that yet today. And then it is time to decide where we're setting out for, I think, once I remember where the exit to this place is. I have a nasty tendency to get turned around while I'm in camp. It happens a lot. Alright, so we are going to stick with the party we had before. We're going to take Morrigan. We're going to take... Morrigan's going to be our direct damage mage. Direct damage range. We're going to take Liliana.
Indeed.
She's going to be our backup range damage, and she's also going to be our skill person, as she can unlock doors and chests. That's going to be important.
Yes.
And we're taking Alistair, who will be the big squishy piece of meat that we don't mind if he dies. And also, because of the mod, we'll be taking Barney as well. Alright. Don't ever say it is time, because I think you're ending the stream. Sorry, Zero, I didn't think about that. I should be more mindful of that, that's true. Don't mess with Zero like that. My apologies, my apologies. Alright, Siamese, you're going to try and get some rest. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You get yourself a good rest, and have yourself a good weekend, Siamese. I will be, I will be right here streaming. Feel free to check the VOD later if you want. Not taking Sten? No, not right now. I think I need, somebody a little more beefy, so we're taking Alistair for right now. So let's see, where do we want to go next? We have a lot of options, including some DLC. So where do we want to go? I am kind of thinking we want to go to the tower next. I'm thinking I want to do the tower. Here's what I'm thinking. Let me lay it out for everybody in chat. I'm thinking I want to do the tower, because we know we need to go to the tower to see if we can get the circle mages on our side. I'll go to the tower, and then I think after the tower, then I'm going to start working my way through all the DLC. Starting with, I think, Soldier's Pass is the one I want to do. Trying to find the right one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh, seriously? No, I didn't remember that. Alright, Redcliff first. I didn't remember that, honestly, so yeah. I know Alistair wanted to go to Redcliff first anyway, so, as you can see, a fishing village on the shores of Lake Kellenhead. Alright, so we'll go to Redcliff first, and then we'll consider what we want to do next. Not good, no encounters on the way there. So let's see what they've got going on in Redcliff, and then we'll decide where we want to go from here. Small fishing village, holy crap.
Can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind, Alistair?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliff. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliff Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Oh shit.
Which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, you're not just a bastard, but you're a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know? This is kind of important, Alistair.
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did.
Ouch.
So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth about you then?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Well, you were young. It's understandable.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Had to finally give him some shit. Just had to. Lake cow in hand? Close enough. What? I think one of the abilities that one of my characters has requires them to scream their head off, but that's still going to surprise me every time it happens. Bob, nice win there on the roulette. Excellent, excellent. I would like to thank the Academy for this win because of things and reasons. Steal. That would be pretty brutal if I had a steal command. I think that would not end well. There would be some hurt feelings. There would be some attempting to do exclamation mark murder. we'll let the only thief here be the roulette machine. Stick with that. Hey dude, what's up?
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Heard Arl Eamon's sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days.
What?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
What?
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Alright, so this is unexpected. I just wanted to go in and see if we could talk to the Arl, but this is a bit of a problem. Alright, yeah, looks bad in here.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Logain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Logain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe in Logain's lies, then?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Logain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about, anyway?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Logain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Logain without Arl Eamon.
We'll help, definitely.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to talk to you about the situation first.
Of course.
You've got some of the Arl's knights here with you, right?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Yeah, the search for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes, right?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the chantry right now, may I ask?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
So do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after the battle's over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
What exactly are these things attacking? You said walking dead?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Alright, I should get back to work then.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Alright, Al, you're taking off? Alright, thank you for stopping by, Al. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around. Oh, Drav, yeah, I heard about the last Neo DLC, and yeah, hopefully that means that the Game of the Year edition with all of the stuff included is right around the corner. That'd be nice.
Let us pray.
Let's see who else we got in here.
You are a stranger amongst us, and a mage, I see. Yet you still defend our home in its darkest hour. We are grateful.
You can tell I'm a mage?
Do not fear. I am not about to raise a rabble against you. I'm sure your magic will prove valuable before the day is out.
Hell yeah.
So, when you are useful, that is when you are not lynched. Tis good to know.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
How safe is this chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Alright, I should get going then.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Rain, shut up. I'm trying to watch Shane. If the Rain actually listens to you, Rose, take note, because that would be badass.
Why haven't Mother and Father returned yet?
Alright, another book here.
Gone on a long
Ooh, codex update. Gotta remember to hit tab in places like this so I can spot that bookshelf over here. More lore on
When
it.
are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry.
Another book over here. Gotta get that sweet, sweet lore.
Father is outside defending the village from the bad men.
Another named character here.
And be brave.
Good day.
Who has nothing to say to me.
Good day.
Alright. Might have something to do with her later, then I'll try and keep a reminder that she's there. And somebody at the gate.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off, do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Shut up, Morgan.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
I'll take a look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
Everybody's so worried about these monsters. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out some solution to this. Let me, quick save, and I will check on the lore that we've picked up so far, see if we can get some updates on what's going on. Here we got Bear. We got an update on the bears. No beast is more beloved by Dirthamen than the bear. When the world was new, Dirthamen gave one secret to each creature to keep. The foxes traded their secrets to Anderville for wings. The hares shouted theirs to the treetops. The birds sold theirs for gold and silver. Only the bears kept Dirthamen's gift deep within their dens. They slept the months away in the company of their secrets, and nothing else. When Dirthamen discovered what had been done with his gift, he snatched the wings from the foxes, silenced the voices of the hares, and turned the birds into paupers. But the bears he honored for their steadfastness. Transcribed from Dalish Tale 9-8 Dragon. Normally it is almost unheard of for bears to attack travelers. They are in fact so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid-seeming creatures become enraged and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. Badass. I love those power-up emotes so much. Hey, Pox David, picked up Dragon Age Origins. No, I got the one off Steam. I've actually had this for years and years. I actually beat Dragon Age Origins way back before Inquisition had actually come out, but I want to play through them all on stream so that anybody that hasn't seen the Dragon Age series can get a little primer on it and walk their way through it. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to walk through it all before 4 comes out, because they've all but confirmed it. What was the zombie MMO called you played earlier? That was Secret World Legends, which is free on Steam right now, and holy hell yes! For the low price of free, I 100% recommend you pick it up. There definitely needs to be more people playing that, and I'm having a blast with it. Is it worth playing? Yeah, definitely check it out, Pox David. You can't really beat free. I mean, you got nothing to lose for that. And the co-op of the game, I haven't played in this iteration of the game, but I remember having fun with it back in the beta. So yeah, check it out. Let me know if you enjoy it. And yeah, don't worry about the questions, Pox David. Always welcome questions in here. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to chat. I've got knowledge to share. Not a ton, but if there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to ask away. Alright, we've got the Commandments of the Maker here. These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods. Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken His gift and turned it against His children. They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond. All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest king. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of His children are hated and accursed by the Maker. Those who bear false witness and work to deceive others know this: there is but one truth. All things are known to our Maker, and He shall judge their lies. All things in the world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and to the peace of mind. Our Maker sees this with a heavy heart. Transfigurations 1:1-5. Well, if you can beat free, they pay you. I haven't seen that one yet, Bob, but if it happens, I wouldn't mind. There is one butt god? I don't think the world could handle any more than one bat shine. That'd be a little terrifying. Well, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around one to begin with. Oh, your puppy sounds so cute, Rose. Honestly, just adorable. The Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell you that the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here, that the Divine in Val Royeaux reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestioned throughout Thetis. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve men, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry there interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. When the clerics of Tevinter altered the Chant of Light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the Divine in Val Royeaux ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Val Royeaux, an argument that grew until, in 487 Towers, the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted Divine Valhale, who is not only male, but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Tevinter Circle of the Magi. This black divine was reviled outside Tevinter, his existence an offense to the Chantry in Val Royeaux. After 4 exalted marches to dislodge these rebels, all that the Chantry in Val Royeaux accomplished was to cement the separation. While most aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened, and male priests have become more prevalent. The Circle of the Magi today rules Tevinter directly, ever since the Archon Nomarin was elected in 734 Storm, directly from the ranks of the Enchanters, to great applause from the public. He dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within a century, the true rulers within the various imperial houses, the mages, took their places openly within the government. The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the First Enchanters, and operates as Divine and Grand Enchanter both. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside of Tevinter, a return to the days of the Magisters which brought the blights down upon us. But it exists, and even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Quinari, still they have endured. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. From Edicts of the Black Divine by Father David Quinaris, 811 Blessed. Cool little bit of lore right there, I like that. Anyone play the game and know if stealing is still a valid talent to level up? I have no idea. You'd have to ask chat, but I know we do have some Dragon Age fans in chat. They'd be able to let you know. Demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them and jealous of these creations he considers superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep, and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world and possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for example, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's classifications of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon as held since the Tower Age. According to Brahm, the weakest and most common of the demons are those of rage. They are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are the demons of hunger. In a living host they become cannibals and vampires, and within the dead they feed upon the living. Theirs are the powers of draining, both of life force and of mana. Next are the demons of sloth, the first on Brahm's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, the demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible, for such is sloth's nature. It hides and stalks, unaware, and when confronted, it sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are among the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. These demons will exploit anything that can be coveted, wealth, power, or lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. A desire demon's province is that of illusions and mind control. Strongest of all demons are those of pride. These are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world, masters of magic and in possession of vast intellect. They are the true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages, and will bring other demons across the veil in numbers to achieve their own ends, although what that might be has never been discovered. A greater pride demon brought across the veil would threaten the entire world. Holy shit. From the Maker's First Children by Bader, Senior Enchanter Vostwick, 812 Blessed. That's terrifying. Didn't realize they were that goddamn powerful. Holy shit. Vasty, thank you for that answer right there. I appreciate sharing your knowledge with us. Oh, here we go. This is about the guy we talked to at the camp. The history of the Dryden's. In the years following the siege of Soldier's Peak, all those who carried the Dryden name were hunted by King Arlen's forces. Our noble Dryden name was smeared, and all lands and holdings belonging to the Drydens were seized by the crown. The king feared that the rebellion started by Sophia would be kept alive by her loyal friends and family, and anyone with connections to the Drydens suffered greatly. It is little wonder, then, that the few remaining Drydens found themselves with no allies and nowhere to turn. Tobin Dryden, Sophia's brother and guardian of her young son, had no choice but to flee for Eldon. Tobin bought passage on Antiva on a merchant vessel and traveled under the name De Rocher. Once in Antiva, Tobin set about building a new quiet life for himself and his nephew. He started a small business and eventually made a name for himself as a trader. The De Rocher merchant family prospered, and the name Dryden was almost forgotten. However, in 815 Blessed, Sylvie de Rocher uncovered old documents belonging to Tobin and pieced together the family's history. In her pride and perhaps her naivete, Sylvie reclaimed the name Dryden and returned to Ferelden. King Arlen lies dead and the Dryden name lives on. Our family has survived, even thrived since the death of Sophie Dryden. The nobles of Ferelden may still spit on the Dryden name. We Drydens know that Sophie Dryden was greater than them, almost a queen, and a hero of the people of Ferelden. From the personal files of Levy Dryden, merchant. Oh, what's wrong, Bob? You got something going on over there? See, the Thetis calendar. So this is an interesting thing. We've heard different ages listed here. Let's find out more about that. For most good folk, the details of our calendar have little purpose. It is useful only for telling them when the Summer Day Festival will be held, when the snows are expected to begin, and when the harvest must be complete. The naming of the years are a matter for historians and taxmen, and few, if pressed, could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year of the 9th age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age's name chosen in the 99th year. The scholars in Val Royeaux advise the Chantry of portents seen in the 99th year, and Chantry authorities pore over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come, and what the people of Thetis will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Orlesian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of the southern south of Thetis, and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Navarra. It was to be a celebration of Orlesian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the Battle of River Dane was about to begin, a peculiar event occurred. A rampage, the rising of a dreaded high dragon. Dragons had been thought practically extinct since the days of the Navarran dragon hunts, and they say that to see the great beast rise from the frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage begun and the high dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Orlais in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is an element of the Dufale family heraldry of King Megrin, the so-called usurper king of Ferelden. But as it is, but be that as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Orlesian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the Battle of River Dane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic change for all of Thetis. It remains to be seen. From the Studious Theologian by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar, 925 Dragon. So at last we know why the game is called Dragon Age. The series is called Dragon Age, because we're in the century called the Dragon Age, officially within the calendar, so that's pretty cool. Oh, you keep getting buffering, Bob. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. Oh, you're having buffering issues too, Batshine. Dang it. Sorry to hear that. Don't forget to set the video to auto if you're having buffering problems. It won't always help, but sometimes it will. Oh, Rose, you're actually in the hurricane path. Hopefully not in the evacuation area. Let's see. Potato power, yes. Alright, here's Redcliff. This is the town we're in right now. King Calenhad Theron once famously declared, "The fate of Redcliff is the fate of all Ferelden." Certainly the castle is the first and last defense for the sole land route into Ferelden, and the country has never fallen to any force that did not first capture Redcliff. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable, also guards one of the largest and most prosperous towns in Ferelden. Redcliff village is well situated near the mountain pass to Orzammar and the Orlesian border, and so serves as a center of foreign trade. For these reasons, Redcliff is accounted in Arling, despite the smallness of the domain. The inhabitants of Redcliff village are primarily fishermen or merchants who ship dwarven goods through the pass from Orlaith to Denerim. When the entire village smells of smoked fish on certain late autumn mornings, the merchants in their finery do the utmost to pretend otherwise. From In the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying the lore. I know it's a lot here. A little bit more information about Alistair here. His mother was a servant girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Guerin, Earl of Redcliff, for a time. Isolde's suspicions were unfounded, however. Alistair was not Eamon's son, but King Merrick's. Eamon sheltered the boy to hide his existence from Queen Rowan, Eamon's sister. And as a matter of fact, we got a page on Arlessa as well. The Arlessa Isolde, who we should be meeting eventually in here as well. Hurricane must be powering the internet. Super hurricane powers. Amazing. Used to play this game just to search for lore. Badass, Bob. Glad you're enjoying it then. The Lothering of Redcliff was a source of constant trouble for Emperor Reveal during the occupation. It was rumored that since each new report sent the Emperor into a fit of violent rage, his court had taken to poisoning messengers before they could deliver their accounts. Jesus. Isolde's family was the 10th to be given the difficult task of governing Redcliff, and since most of the previous Earls had either been murdered by their bands or beheaded by the Emperor, they did not approach the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. Isolde met Eamon, not realizing he was the rightful heir to her father's domain, and quickly became smitten with him for being part of the resistance. Never mind that it was her family he was resisting. Perhaps a bit too romantic for her own good, she insisted upon staying behind with Eamon when the rest of her family was driven out. And here's that woman we were hearing about before, Sophia Dryden. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was young Arlen's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Benorn. When Arlen finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain in the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Arlen proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Arlen's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Arlen born. Arlen learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens, and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in the Ferelden politics, and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months, and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. From the personal files of Levy Dryden, merchant. Alright, so that's her story after Levy had been talking about her for a while. And I think we are done with lore notes for a while, so let's get back to doing stuff in here. Wow, you got all but 6, Bob. That is intense. I have a feeling you might need more than 120 hours of Dragon Age plus DLC. I'm looking forward to that then, Drav. I am enjoying Dragon Age, and if you want to give me more Dragon Age, I'll take it. I will take it.
To breed within, with all that self-righteousness crowding the air.
Guys, more again. Alright, so I can see the defenses right here, and see who this fellow is.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
I'm not here to chat. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why won't he talk to anybody?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Damn it. Nobody else can do the repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Alright, fair. I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Alright, new quest right there. I'm glad to hear your son loved it, Bob. Always good when the people you love like the same things you like. Not always going to happen, but sometimes things just come together like that. And I appreciate that. Go ahead and quick save there, too. Be ready for the night. You need protection. Don't forget that lesson, boys. Loud and clear, Drav. I hear you loud and clear.
Delighted.
Yeah, well, it looks like a little boat dock over here. Not like a boat, not like a dock proper, but where they build boats. Kinda cool. Alright, what else have we got over here? Oh, jeez, it's a little fish statue right there. That's cute. How do I get up to that building? Is there a building? Yeah, there's a building up there. Looks too steep to walk up, though. Must be another route around here somewhere that I'm missing. Let's head over here to this door. Let's check this out.
As you desire.
Hi, side quest.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Oh, here we go. I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Basically the same thing the other one said, except instead of wife, he said sister. But still, you came along peacefully. That's good. I appreciate that. Some new lore. This guy's leaving. I don't think he'll need his stuff, so let me just help myself to it. Insufficient skill, damn. Guy's got the good locks. Son of a bitch. That's unfortunate. We'll come back here later. Maybe once Liliana levels up, we can get her a little bit more skill and she can bust in there. We'll see. We'll see. It's over the bridge here. I don't really remember my way around the town, so we'll find our way across.
Mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kakari Wars. They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
Jesus!
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Getting dark there, Morgan. Getting very dark right there. Looks like there's something up at the top of the hill here. Hi, dude. What's up?
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Call me the Grey Warden. That's what I am.
Grey Warden it is, then. And thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Let's hope. Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Alright, anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I got some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
No, I think I know everything for right now. Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Oh, Age of Wonders and Shogun 2? Kinda in the mood for an Empire Builder, but you don't have any? None, Drev? I thought you had like a bajillion games. Well, still, there will be more Steam games soon. I'm hoping there's gonna be another good Halloween sale this year.
Let us soak in the vista before the massacre begins.
So morbid, Morgan. Jeez, that is a really nice vista, though. Got a full view of the castle, see some ships down there in the bay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'll take it. Windmill. Let's see what's in the windmill up here. I read that as evil ass hats. It's a good reading. I'll take that. Nothing to see in here for right now, it looks like. There's a crate over here, though. Let's grab that.
Of course.
Take that. And we got another new codex. Let's check that out, because I believe that has to do with a very long-running side quest in the game we're going to want to pick up at some point. Let's see. Correspondence Interruptus. A collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and their objects of accession. You are filthy, a beast. Such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you, Sir Ogult. Amazing. Gonna have to get some more of those. You like Morrigan? I think everybody likes Morrigan, Rose. She's pretty badass.
No word from the castle?
Alright, let's head back down to the village proper. We still need to find the blacksmith shop for one thing and see if we can negotiate with the blacksmith. And we haven't found the tavern. There's always a tavern, so we have to check in on that. Ooh, it looks like there's a path over here. Oh yeah, there is. See what we got up here. Ah, the tavern. Excellent. Dude, like being abused. Gonna try that pickup line? Let me know how it works out, Onanimus. Or, you know, doesn't. Welcome in, Onanimus. How are you doing this evening?
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope?
Who are you, dude?
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
Came to see Arl Eamon.
Well, you must have been mighty surprised. He's not exactly talkative these days, eh? Something else I can get for you?
Can you answer a couple questions?
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
I don't know that I can intimidate him. That's kind of brutal, too. And be a coward if that's what you want.
Well, yes. I suppose that is what I want.
What do you know about the elf in the corner of the room?
Not much. Says his name's Berwick. Arrived here more than a week back. Waiting for his brother, he says. I've never seen him before, but he paid good for his room. Quiet sort.
Why are you still open with all the monster attacks?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale. Something else I can get for you?
Let's see what you got.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Let's see. It's funny how you can choose your voice, but you don't speak it in the entire game. Yeah, Cool Geek. I think at the time it was cost prohibitive and space prohibitive to record all those voice lines. And we get a little spoiled later on with games like Mass Effect, where they do not only have one voice track, but two voice tracks, one for male and one female. But that does take a lot of time, a lot of manpower, and a lot of expense to do, so I can understand why every game doesn't do it. Let's see what we got here. He does not have a backpack. He does have a unique gift. So we will go ahead and pick that up. Other than that, I'm not really going to worry about what he's got. Unless he has any recipes. Oh, he does. Lesser injury kit recipe. Health poultice recipe. And, oh yeah, he's got some nice recipes, but I can't afford pretty much any of them right now. I'll see if I've got anything I can sell right here. I'll sell the Darkspawn dagger, I think. I never know what to sell because I know I've still got more party members coming at some point. Chantry robe doesn't do anything. We can go ahead and sell that. Really, Onanimous? Why do you say that? I really enjoy voiceovers in some RPGs. It depends. Some of them are pretty cool. Let's see, what else have we got? I'll sell one of my chainmails. That'll make me a nice amount of cash. And I'll sell one of my split mail boots, too. Alright, yeah, that's got me some money right there. So let's... I definitely need to get this lesser injury kit, because injuries are pretty goddamn common in this game. I'll pick that up. And double-baked Mabari Crunch is cheap, so I may as well pick that up as well. I'll come back for the health poultice later if I can remember. Alright. Good start for shopping right there. More voiceovers that add to games, less immersive it becomes. Case in point, Mass Effect and Fallout 4. I really love Mass Effect though, Batshine. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, one of my favorite series in all of games right there. Fallout 4, yeah, I think Fallout 4 suffered a little bit from the voiceover though. Injuries are only common if your strategy is flawed. That's me, Drev. That is me.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
How's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Why don't you just leave then?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
You could leave if you had some help.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
How about not end up at another tavern?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say.
And anyway, shouldn't you be at the Chantry with the rest of the civilians?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the Chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yeah, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
I'll try. No promises, though. Alright, here's that elf we were talking about before. Let's have a chat with him.
Not looking for company.
Shouldn't you be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Well, then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
You're Burrick, is that correct?
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. What's up?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
I asked around.
Oh, I guess that, makes sense. Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I was just told to... just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
Look, this will go easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they? Who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand.
Shit.
So I didn't do anything wrong.
What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So, do you know how all of this happened then?
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
Alright, how do I know you're telling me the truth about all this?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliff tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
We need every able body we can get here. Check the codex on that. Let me catch up on chat, sorry about that. Voiceover equals horrible writing constraints and schedule, almost zero procedural dialogues, and very few background characters, assuming there is cash constraints. Some of those AAA companies really do have a lot of money to make some insane things happen. I don't know that I agree with you guys. In some games, I think it really makes it more cinematic to have the character have a voice. Certainly it can be done badly, but I really like some things. The Witcher is actually a good example of that. The Witcher, Geralt's voice adds so much depth to his character. It's such a cool, unique voice. I really love that. I hope Cyberpunk will be great as The Witcher. Oh my god, yes. I'm so excited for Cyberpunk. I really hope they knock it out of the park. Alright, where was I going? That note he gave me, let's check that out. Barrick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliff. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes, and you'll be well paid. Letter in Barrick's possession. Alright, so like he said, it doesn't really say much. But, sounds like he was telling the truth nonetheless. So, maybe they did know something was going to happen here. That's not good if that is the case. Could mean the Arl's sickness wasn't entirely an accident.
Delighted.
Something we'll have to look into then. Not a fan of The Witcher, the SD. Why is that? Well, I will say that I think Geralt's voice is a little flat in the first Witcher game, but it gets much more complex in the second and third one. It's the same voice actor, but I'd like to think they got a better director that tells him to cut loose a little bit. Definitely, if you haven't seen or heard some of Geralt's dialogue in the second and third Witcher game, check it out at the SD. It might be you might not like it still, but if nothing else, you'll hopefully be able to see right away the interesting contrast there. JRPG. I wouldn't call it a JRPG either. I'd call The Witcher more of a third-person action game with RPG elements, but whenever you're trying to pin down a genre, that's a long and twisty road.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Look, I'd rather not speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Alright, no problem.
As you Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Carr. I'm a Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Do you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
But no one can get into the castle right now.
Eventually, they'll want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
I promise you I'll find her one way or another.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Shut up, Morgan.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Morgan absolutely hated that. But alright, we seem to have resolved that situation. I'm happy about that. We catch up on chat. Bob, you own 2 and 3 and will buy 1 ASAP. I will say, Bob, that I think Witcher 1 is by far the weakest of the series. Mechanically, it is a bit frustrating. But it still got its merits. Drav, I think it's super smart that they connected The Witcher and Cyberpunk by a really smart trick. It opens up the door to bring in cameos. They might not legally be allowed to do cameos, Drav, depending on the terms of their contract, but we'll see. Let's see. Your pickup line should be, "My name is Caramel, and I'm very sweet." Let's see, if this game had kittens and trees, Shane would save them all, I have no doubt. It's true! It's true, you're not wrong, Unanimous. And, Trackstar Trickster, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening?
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Ban Tegan the militia is ready for battle.
I'll be back. I need to check on something.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Alright, so I assume I talk to him when we are ready to actually fight. And that'll be soon, I imagine, but I want to finish exploring the town a little bit first, see if there's anything else to see.
Beautiful, Morrigan. Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, A little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. It's most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes. We could go shopping together.
I think Morrigan may have some problems on her hands. That was cute, though. Alright, nothing much down here by the shore. 2 is mechanically frustrating compared to 3. 3 is just easier and smoother controls. I heard 2 is actually very difficult, but the only one I've ever played is the first one, which I beat. There was some things that really frustrated me about 1, but still, the story I think was fantastic, and that sort of pushed me through to complete the game. And incidentally, I do plan to stream Witcher 1 at some point. I don't know when, as usual, but it's something on my list. It's a very long list, as you may have noticed, but still it's something. Alright, we got another locked door over here. We can deal with that. The door is locked and it looks as if it's been recently repaired. Oh, let's knock on the door. There's no response. Hello? No one answers the call. Let's pick the lock. It is hopelessly jammed. Let's break the lock. Grey Warden, coming through. Oops, wrong person there.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologize. I didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Why are you just shut up in here like this?
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
You should be out there helping defend the village then.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
You're a coward then.
You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they?
Well, your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I'll put in a good word for you with the Bantegan or the Arl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
I gotcha. Alright, got some more defenders. That's always good. Always need more of those. It's going to get pretty ugly at nighttime, I suspect. Yeah, you're right, Batshine. The fact that Witcher 1 was essentially their first game is just mind-blowing and shows, absolutely that they had a bright future ahead of them. And the fact that, they've come so far is just fantastic. I really think the world of CD Projekt Red. Fantastic company right there. Let's see. And yeah, the engine limitations they were working within. My God. I bought 3 Game of the Year edition for $25. Nice. It's a good deal right there. Alright, so a few more places to stop around town, and then I think we're good. Glad I decided to break in there and find somebody locked in there. Ah, the general store. A note on the floor. A tattered shopping list. Let's see what that is. sugar, wheat flour, fillet knife, ginger for Grandpa's flatulence, ink, cod liver oil, dried mushrooms, and Orlesian rouge. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. Just a shopping list, I guess. There is lamp oil in these barrels. Interesting. And a locked chest as well.
It's done.
Ah, she can't get into it though. Damn. Was worth a shot. I think that's everything there is to see in here though. How long is it going to take her to level up? Well, Morgan is right on the cusp. Maybe turning in some quests will actually bump her over the edge. That'd be nice to get her a little bit stronger before the big battle at night. I don't know if it's just confirmation or bias or not, but it sure seems like it's getting a little dimmer outside. So let's hurry, get everything done. No spoilers, Bob. No spoilers. Alright. When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Hello? There's someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Evan? Is that you?
How do you know my name?
I spoke to your sister in the chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate the chantry so much?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now.
Hey, little dude.
Alright. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the chantry if you really want.
Your sister's looking for you, you know.
I just didn't want to be at the chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
Well, go back to your sister then. She's worried sick.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Alright, hopefully the kid actually does go back to the chantry then. Yeah, I've seen a lot of companies rise and fall based on other engines, and honestly that's the biggest argument out there for open source engines, is the fact that there has been, you know, so many companies that have been able to take these engines and use them to get around some of the limitations that a small company would otherwise have. It's very cool to see. Let's see, new codex. Oh, I can actually get up to the second floor too. Let's see if there's anything interesting up here. Oh, locked chest. That could be interesting. Key required. Ooh. The plot thickens. Have to see if maybe talking to the sister gives us some hint of how to get the key to get in there. And I got XP for both of those books too. Morgan's, oh my god, look how close she is. She's gotta be, she's 7 XP short, son of a bitch. I think if she steps on an ant on the way back to the chantry, that'll bump her over into the next level. My god. How did you get the dog? Is it like a secondary character? Any skill needed for that? No, you meet the dog as part of the storyline. And then all you have to do is be nice to him and he'll join your party. Normally he's a full-fledged party member, except he's missing a lot of the stats that other party members do, so most people rotate him out. But I've got a mod that allows him to come along as a 5th party member. Which is nice. He's not as powerful as a normal party member, but he has some cool interactions with the rest of the party, so it's nice to keep him around. Yeah, as long as you play the game, you should bump into him, I believe. I think it's mandatory. I think everybody at least bumps into him. You don't have to get him in your party, though. Alright, anything else to see around the village? Like I said, we want to make sure we are as prepared as humanly possible before the attack. If there's anything else we can do, if there's any other supplies we can grab to equip up, just a deep mushroom, I'll take whatever I can get. Got another barrel over here, may as well grab that. And then after that, back to the chantry. I think... Anything over here? Oh, you didn't find that either, Bob? Well, that's okay then, you know, you know, in my opinion, at least the way I like watching Twitch, whenever I watch a game being played that I've already seen before, I think my favorite thing is seeing things that I haven't discovered. It gives it a little edge, sometimes even makes me want to go back and replay. And I know everyone's different. I don't think there's any right way to watch Twitch, just like there's no right way to stream on Twitch, but still, that's one of my favorite ways to watch. Alright, I think we've explored the entire village, so next we need to go back to the chantry. And we have some business to take care of in there. And then shortly after that, it is time for the big fight. It is on Steam, Bob, so it shouldn't be too expensive to pick up.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Dog was supposed to be a party member for people who want non-integer sized parties as like half of a humanoid power-wise. Really? That's interesting, Unanimous. I had no idea. But that is pretty cool, honestly. That explains a lot about him. There's a pile of books over here I missed the first time. Let's go take a look at that. Get a little bit of lore from there. Founding of the Chantry. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Hey, Mother Hannah.
What is it you need, child?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them, you know, placebo effect, yeah?
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Alright, thank you, thank you. By the way, you can pull the hotkey bar up all to the... Ooh, I can expand it. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I didn't know about that. The SD, I appreciate that. That'll be very nice going forward, honestly, since I'm since I'm playing a mage, I'm just gonna get more stuff to put on there. I appreciate you letting me know. Oh, it's just speculation, Onanima. Still, it's not a bad explanation. Like I said, it would explain some things. And yes, finally, Morrigan has gotten her level up, so let's go ahead and sign that. So Morrigan, we want to pump points into spell power, and then we'll put one into willpower to get her a little bit extra mana. And as far as spells, I want her doing direct damage. So, let's see what she's already focused on. Force field, I don't really care so much. Hexes. Ooh, hexes could actually be nice. That could get a nice little combo right there. Especially since we're using ice weapons, that could be nice. And it says it's contagious on target and all enemies nearby. So that could be nice right there. I like that. What else has she got? Sleep. Oh, sleep combos with horror as well. So that could be nice as a debuff on them. And it says hostile targets, so it shouldn't have friendlies. But we can't afford it for magic quite yet. Oh, we've got death magic. That's what I have. I don't think that would work spectacular on Morrigan. She can get a cone of lightning. She can get a cone of cold. I think I kind of want her to focus a little bit on lightning. But then friendly fire possible. And honestly, putting anything with friendly fire on an NPC is not a spectacular idea. So, let me give her Affliction Hex. Like I said, since we're already we've all got cold enabled weapons, having that would be pretty nice right here. So yeah, Affliction Hex it is. There we go. We need cleric spells, not prayers, woman. If only, Unanimous, if only. Why do you have the heal on Morrigan? It's no wonder you die all the time. Morrigan, I want to focus just on direct damage and debuff. I want her to be affecting the enemies. So I'll have her focus on that. I want her to be a little narrower than just dropping heals. There's other reasons for that. I'm sure if you played the game before you know, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, new spell for her. Excellent. Let's see if I can add that to her tactics. Does she have another... She does not have another tactics slot. That's unfortunate. And unfortunately, I like all those tactics, so we're not going to do that. But the next time she gets a slot open, I think I'm probably going to put the vulnerability hex on her and get her casting that. Probably on elites, honestly. That seems like a good use for it. Hey, another named character.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds?
Oh.
My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Quest completed. Wasn't pretty, but needed to be done. Alright, I think that's all to do in here. Honestly, I think... I'm going to double check my journal, but I think we did everything we need to do before nightfall. In my opinion, Chain Lightning is among the best spells in the game. You just have to give her the AI command that she only uses it when there's at least 2 enemies. I'll keep that in mind, Drav. I've forgotten 99% of everything. Same here, Bob. Same here. I have some problems with AI using area effect spells. They often do. Yeah, exactly, Illuminati. That's why I'm a little hesitant to give any of the AI area effect spells at all. They're nice to have sometimes, but I worry about them murdering the own party right there. Alright, so... let's see, the founding of the Chantry. Cordelis Draken, king of the city-state of Orlace, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 Ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declared that by its completion, he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought in a strained belief to the world. In -3 Ancient, the temple was completed. There in its heart, Draken knelt before the eternal frame of Andraste, and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlace. His first act as emperor, to declare the Chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the Empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Orlessa of Montsemard was elected to lead the new Chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia, in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's songs. In that moment, the ancient era ended and the divine age began. From Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petrin, Chantry Scholar. Alright, interesting. And then we've got The Legend of Calenhad, Chapter 1. That is really long, and that's just history, and we're not going to do that right now. What else have we got here? Cautionary Tales for the Adventurous. Sounds interesting. It was then he realized he wasn't alone. The abandoned camp in front of him was unbelievably welcoming, like a mirage. The fire felt like a warm hand grabbing his heart. It reminded him of a previous life, so long ago when he was happy. Running on the sunflower fields with his boy, the sun on his face, laying next to the fireplace with his beautiful wife in his arms. He felt a sharp pain in his heart. His thoughts shifted to that fateful day when everything changed. Blood was everywhere. He held the body of his dead wife in his arms. Around him, the ashes of his burned house fell like snow. The stench was terrible. It smelled like darkspawn. He grabbed his axe, touched the icy cold hands of his boy, and left. He would kill them. He would kill them all. The pain in his heart was unbearable. He opened his eyes and saw the second most terrifying thing he would see in his life. A shadowy wraith leaning over him, leeching his life away. Around him, the camp was gone, replaced by something familiar, almost peaceful. Bones, death, and despair. He wondered if all his life had been an illusion, if he'd ever had a family. For a brief moment, he felt relief. You can't lose something you've never had. But being this close to death brought clarity. He knew it was real. Everything else was an illusion. You could see a smile on his torn face. He had been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. He lifted his weak arms, grasped the demon's face, and kissed it. It felt like kissing a cloud made of sand and dust. Suddenly, all the sorrow left him, and with it, the last bit of life he had. Before his limp body hit the ground, it was all over. He was finally free. Cautionary Tales for the Adventurous by Brother Ramos of Gelheim, 794 Storm. Well, that's grim. Cripes. Alright, I am going to go ahead and do a hard save. We haven't done one of those in the town. And now it is time for the big fight, I think.
Stop fidgeting.
I see the
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
Alright, we got all our new helpers out here, so everything is looking good so far. Let's talk to the mayor.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's it. Skipping lore that would have made relevant dialogue so much more meaningful for viewers. Huh, I guess not all can handle RPGs their entirety. Brutal on enemies. Little game mechanic addition, chain lightning can hit enemies multiple times, so as long as there's at least two, it'll jump between them without friendly fire. Interesting, interesting. Alright, I think we're about ready to make the stand. Let's wait for sundown. Let's do this!
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
No, I'm ready now.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
I think we're about as ready as we can be, so hopefully everyone is equipped up, ready to kick some ass. Oh, it's gonna get a little scary. What are you gonna do? Hopefully we can hold the line, take out whatever the hell these enemies are. Keep the village safe, keep them out of the chantry.
Get to your positions! Make ready!
Well, that looked dire. Alright, time to fight. And here they come. Walking corpses, yeah, just straight up walking corpses. Oh, there looks to be a lot of them too. Let's see if we can't hold the line here. Oh, there's so many of them. Alright, we might have to pull back. Possibly, but for right now, just wade into them. See how much damage we can do to these bastards. There we go. Who do I want to hit next? Let's see if I can help somebody out with an... No, I don't see anybody. Unfortunately, I don't have any spell power whatsoever, so I'm just going to have to rely on pure brawn here. Oops, and pure brawn is not working out. Take a health poultice real quick, and let's switch over to Morrigan. Have her take a health poultice as well. Unfortunately, I don't have nearly as many of those as I hope, but those are just the lesser ones, so that should be fine. Go ahead and pop one of those, Morrigan, and ooh, Liliana, you as well. Holy crap, how did everybody get so low? Yeah, we're gonna have to pull back, I think, see if we can get the archers helping us out here. Pull back right here, and have everybody else pull back as well. See, Morrigan, run back too. And he's gonna stay there since he's the tank. Alright. Alright, good. That should draw them into the range of the archers a little bit. Hopefully they'll be able to help a little bit with all the damage we're soaking right now. Ooh, wow, we are taking a hell of a beating here. Alright, we've still got health poultices though, so let's start on that. It is important to keep everybody alive here. Morrigan, you've still got... She still have a drain life? She does have disorient. Alright, no, she's using drain life as much as she can, so I'm gonna have her switch over to regular health poultices. Pop one of those to keep her in the game. Same with Liliana, who is having trouble at range, it looks like. That's fine, that's fine. I'm gonna try and keep people off of Liliana as well. Did I not have her? No, I didn't have her pop one. There we go. Alright, back to it. Let's go. Alright, there we go. I'm like, why isn't she taking it yet? Alright, she took it. She's good. Alright, good. Cutting down their numbers, but there's so goddamn many of them. We're keeping everybody alive so far, though. Oh, yeah, they're really wearing us down. That's all I can do to keep alive here. Keep them off the archers if at all possible. And I'm going to go ahead and pop another health potion. And Morrigan's doing drain life. I'll leave her to that for right now and see if she can get some results from that. Ooh. Well, Morrigan got some results from it, but she needs more. Man, there are so many of these guys. We're barely making a dent in them, it feels like. Starting this one. My defenses aren't doing nearly as much as I hoped they were. Morrigan, don't die. Do not die. I really need to pull Morrigan back. After she takes this health poultice, I'm going to see if I can get her to run to safety. Meanwhile, we continue to be the frontliners here. See if we can finish off some of these corpses. I'm running out of health poultices here. This is intense. Alright, what am I fighting? Let's hit this guy. Nope, don't you protect the archers, you bastard. Oh shit, Morgan! Hopefully that gets her. Oh no, I didn't get her in time, she's down. Alright, we still got a bunch of people, we still got 3 people in the party. And we're downing them pretty quickly. We take a health poultice, see if we can cut their numbers down a bit. We're doing alright here, we're doing alright. All things considered, honestly. Oh, there's more coming. That's fine, as long as we can keep their numbers down. I think we should be alright. Let's go grab this guy before he jumps into the lines. Alright, see now we have the numbers advantage, so they're not knocking us down as much as they were. That is so good. That's good. Got this one right behind me too. Knock him down. Is that it? Did we hold? I think we held.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Knights, stay here and guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry!
Oh jeez. Alright, we got more fighting to do, but at least everybody's up. We can take them out as a group again. Let's do this! Let's hold the line! From the lake, though. Man, we were not prepared for that. Gonna have to hope the knights can hold where they are. Oh, there's more militia fighting down here. Alright. Oh, this is right in front of the chantry, too. Dive in! Let's hit these guys! Again, we're trying to hit the injured ones as quickly as possible to cut their numbers down, allow us to focus our force as efficiently as possible. I saw another injured one in there. I'll just go ahead and take this one, it's fine. Okay, now that Morgan's back up, she is definitely hitting these guys hard, I'm liking that. Oh, we got an elite walking corpse here. Well, we take this guy on, if nothing else, I'll keep him distracted. We got a militia archer backing us up. Oh, for once, Alistair actually needs a little bit of help, and I think I'm running out of items, but I can spare him a health poultice to keep the tank life going. Let's keep going. Luckily, this elite is taking a lot of damage, and he's finished. Excellent. Alright, that shield bash from Alistair's helping as well. And I see good old Barney's back up and helping. That's good. There we go. Right, we got another one over here. Let's not waste any time. Where's he going? Oh, there's more coming though. That's alright. I think we kept our numbers down enough that we should be able to hold off when the new reinforcements come in. And I just leveled up, so that's freaking awesome. Alright, let's intercept him before they can get in too far. Start attacking him immediately. We can just draw them away from the archers, let the archers hit him from a distance as much as possible. Yeah, see, we're finishing off the reinforcements real fast here, so this is going well. Morgan's even keeping her mana up, so that means she's basically casting Witcher's Grasp as fast as she possibly can. Which is exactly what I need her to be doing in this fight. Come on, you zombie bastard. Oh, there's more reinforcements, too. Let's start on the guy attacking the archers. Now I'm actually taking some hits here, that's unfortunate. Should be alright for right now, as long as we keep killing them and I keep getting my bonus from that. Alright, what else have we got? We got another almost dead one over here. Let's finish him. There we go. Got another injured one over here. Let's land him. Nice, nice. down. This is good. There we go. Oh, we got 3 level ups in the party, too. This is going to be awesome after the battle's over. That guy's finished off. Man, they keep pouring in here. Turn around to hit him. Alright, I need to heal up, though. I went as long as I could. I was tanking pretty well, I think. But, time comes, no, I've got to... We don't have any more healing. Can I... Oh, I probably can't, Oh, I can herbalism in the middle of battle. Cool. Alright, good. I only had 3 flasks, but that was enough to make a couple of them. Cool. Go ahead and heal up. It should hopefully last me through the remainder of this phase of the battle. I don't remember if there's anything after this. We're doing a good job of chopping them down now. I'm actually pretty happy about all this. Let's start on this guy next. He's taking damage pretty well. Good. I think he's down. Ow. Oh, I went down. Holy crap. What even took me down there? I don't think I saw. That was bad. Morrigan. Let's see if we can coordinate Morrigan against these guys. This guy's almost dead. I won't waste any spells on him. Then I'll switch over to this guy, and we're going to lightning bolt his ass. Not spectacular results, but I'll take it. Alright, she is getting low on... oh shit, Liliana's down as well. Alright, now we're having some problems here. That guy's down, good. We made it! Oh shit! That was intense. Do we have more, or did we win? We won!
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Hell yeah!
And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me.
Hell yeah.
I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I'm happy to help defend the village.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliff.
Murdoch of Redcliff, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
Yeah, Murdoch died.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
Remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl.
Hell yeah!
Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Ooh, alright. Yeah, I am actually going to need to get some more health potions. Oh, Liliana's the one screaming. Must be a bard trick or something, but still, it's pretty badass. Alright, let's quick save after the battle. What defenses? You're not even wearing a shield. Metaphorical defenses. Oh, I keep forgetting I have mana potions. God damn it. What Shane needs most is snacks and cheese. Mountain Dew and Doritos. I've actually got a can of Mountain Dew on the desk here, but I drank it already. This is where a cleric would be very nice to turn undead. Oh wait, they've cut it from the classes. I know, I weep too, Unanimous. It's killing me. If you let Morrigan die all the time, might as well give her bear shape. I might. I know that's an option. With 2 mages, you can already have stun combo at this stage, so the mayor didn't have to. Thank you, Unanimous. I really appreciate the support. It's very kind of you. Alright, let's go ahead and take our level up here. Wow, I'm already almost halfway to the next level. That was really awesome. So let's level up. We're going to put all of the points into Willpower at this point. Yeah, we're going to put 3 points into willpower, honestly, because I need a deep as hell mana pool to keep this build up. Then, what are we going to take? We can't take Aura of Might yet, so we're not going to do that. We don't need to go into the Mage Tree anymore, because we're not doing Mage spells like that anymore. Should probably keep working towards haste, though we're going to need to buff my magic a lot to actually get haste. What was the other things I wanted? I wanted to get, Miasma right here. And let's see, which is more interesting to me right now. I'm probably not going to get weakness this second. So yeah, let's go ahead and get heroic defense, so we'll be at least ready to get haste as soon as we can. Alright, next up, let's do, I think this is Liliana's first level up with the group, so that is good. Let's see, her we are going to give, let's see, dexterity. Let's see, what does cunning do? We're going to give her a point of dex, a point of cunning, and let's give her another point of dex, I think. And then, ooh, she gets a skill point, and I think... Isn't there a lockpick thing? She's got poison making, she's got combat training, she's got stealing. I could have swore there was a lockpicking trait in here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Or maybe she just can't take it. I don't know. That's really weird. In that case, I'm probably want to give her probably going to want to give her expert combat training, honestly. That skill in the mage tree gives some spell power. True, but I don't think it's something I need to focus on right now. The mayor in Majora's Mask doesn't die if you beat the game. But who does that? I know, it's a blasphemy, but I wasn't a huge fan of Majora's Mask. Yeah, for Liliana, I think I am going to give her expert combat training for now. And talents, this is where it gets interesting. I do want to build her into archery a bit more. I think. Oh, here it is, the mechanical expertise. This is where the lockpick comes in. Knowing the right technique for the job lends the rogue yet another bonus from dealing with locks or traps. Yeah, this is definitely what I want to get her right now, since that's one of her primary purposes uniquely, is that she can unlock stuff for us. So yeah, we'll take mechanical expertise, and then we'll up her cunning to 22 and probably stop it there, and then get her device mastery. Hey there, St. Nicholas Stew. I started this yesterday and went down the main mage tree myself. Excellent, that's where I played the first time I played this game as well, Nickel. This time I'm changing up a little bit and going for the Arcane Warrior, which isn't unlocked at the start of the game. You have to unlock it through a quest later on, but since this is my second playthrough, I got to start from it right at the start. I'm really enjoying it so far. Alright, last, Alistair's level up. Let's go ahead and take care of that. So him, we're going to put 2 points in his constitution, and then I think a point of dex, right? More likely to dodge? Yeah, I like that. Let's give him a point of dex then. We might need to give him some more strength just for skills, but we'll see. What do I want to give him? Disengage? I don't care. Threaten? Not right this second. Cleanse? Not right this second. Weapon and shield. Level 9, don't have that. 25 strength. The shield tactics. Attackers no longer benefit from flanking strikes. Holy hell, I want that, yeah. But we can't get it until level 9. I think that's his next level. So right now, shield balance looks good. The character has learned to compensate for the weight of the shield in combat, and no longer suffers an attack penalty while using shield defense. Excellent, yeah, that's very good. Go ahead and take that since we intend him to be using the shield pretty much all times. Apparently favoring Sten over Morrigan. Alright, everybody's got their own party comp in here. I don't think there's a right way to build your party in a wrong way, so I hope you enjoy them. Sten is an interesting character. In a world of magic, it would be silly to choose anything but mage. You're not wrong. If you were actually in the world of Animus, certainly being a mage all the time would be amazing. But alright, we're good. We are good. Is there anything... We need to go up to the mill. We need to head up to the mill, and we need to meet that guy. Also, I'm going to want to stop at camp sometime soon so we can clear off all of our injuries. Which is kind of a cheesy strat, but I'm kind of a cheesy guy, so it works out. But let's see what that guy has to say about getting to see the Arl. Okay, Sir Perth.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here. But we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Hey there, Peach Drink. Thank you for the host right there. And welcome in, Peach Drink viewers. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you in here.
Make a watch over you, Grey Warden.
Alright, he's got a mark over his head, but I can't actually talk to him about a quest, so I'll have to get back to him. Bantegan, what's up, dude?
How quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
So why didn't you just enter the castle in the first place?
I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
What?
Tigan. Thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde. You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
What? Crazed Peach Drink? Stalking in? Very nicely. Good to see both of you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Nickel Stew, you say you do better with two tankish characters. The first time I ever played the game, when I played a pure mage, I actually ran with two tanks as well. So, yeah, I totally agree with that strat. I hope it works out well for you. Alright, we're gonna need more of an explanation than Bantegan leaves and goes into the castle alone, lady.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Nickel, thank you for the follow right there. Welcome into the stream. You have played it before, but a long time ago. Same here. I played this years and years ago. I forgot most of what I knew, so I'm mostly blind. And I'm playing it blind-ish for the benefit of anyone in the stream that hasn't seen it before either. How's your day, Crazed? Oh, my day's going very well, Crazed. Thank you for asking. I'm having a blast playing this game here. Alright, look, is Arl Eamon still alive? Let's get to the important stuff here, lady.
He is. He's being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tegan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Tell me about this mage you mentioned.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
Damn it.
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Sounds plausible enough, honestly. Why is Tegan supposed to go in alone? That's a good question.
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tegan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Why do I get the feeling you aren't telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
Not if it's true.
An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and the husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me? Tegan, I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
Look, do you think this evil could be some kind of demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tegan. Please.
Alright, we need to decide what to do then.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
It seems you don't have any choice.
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
What do you expect me to do once I get in there?
I wish I knew. I don't know any more about this evil force than Isolde seems to. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
I understand. I'll do what I can then.
You are a good man. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliff.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
I don't like the idea of him going in there solo, but I really don't think we have much of a choice. We need him to maintain the illusion so I can slip in unnoticed. And hopefully do some real work. Nickel, where are we on the big map? This is the town of Redcliff. It's where I choose to go first after we actually opened up and got to choose where we got to go. Let's see if you can persuade me to buy this. I hope so. If you're a fan of tactical RPGs, it's a very fun one, Zerio. See, Mage did all this. See, the chantry in the circle are trying to hold you back from your true power. Bad shine. I don't want that kind of power. It's bad stuff. I just think banking animation would have been nice for mods. I hesitate to ask what kind of mods.
Van Tegan informed me that he would like us to wait at the castle gate, should you get the opportunity to open it. I would prefer to enter the castle with you, but he is right. Someone must remain to guard Redcliff and bring word to the king should our plan go awry. At any rate, I will go to the gates now. May you remain in the Maker's sight, my friend.
Alright, so he's going to be ready. If we can get the gates open, then he'll be ready to storm the castle and deal with whatever the hell's in there. So that's good to know. Let's go ahead and save over a Redcliff save. I think we're good there. How do you have a dog and 3 other characters? That is actually a mod I'm running, Nickel Stew. It's a PC mod that allows the dog to be treated as a summon. I really like it because the dog, he can't carry items and he doesn't have any skills or abilities to speak of, so having him as a summon just makes more sense because otherwise there's really no reason to choose him to be in the party. So it is a nice mod to have. You don't need it, but I like it. I like it. Shameless cheating? Shameful cheating. There you go. Shameful cheating. I've got a few mods. You can hit ! mods in chat to see what all I have installed. None of them are lore affecting in any way. There's no extra story. There's no... I don't think there's anything that really makes me overpowered among all the mods there. Really the most... about half of them there are just fixes and tweaks to the way the game works, like the bug fixes, or the UI mod down there makes all the text a little bit readable. Really the biggest one is no helmet hack, which makes all the helmets invisible, because otherwise you don't actually get to look into the characters' faces for most of the game. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. No female body mods. No, but they do exist. They really do. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to wrap it up here, but once I get into this castle, shit is going to go down, so we're going to have to leave that for next time, unfortunately. So, if you are in chat right now and you haven't hit follow already, now would be an excellent time to do that, so you get notified next time I go live, which will be next week, Friday. I'll be doing my normal stint of streams next time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All 3 days next week we will be playing Dragon Age Origins, picking up right where we left off, and as I said, we are going to be blazing through this game until we get to the finish. Keep playing it until we got nothing else to play. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. SD, Bob, Peach Drink, Zero, everybody else that's watching right now, the lurkers, the chatters, Bob, Onanimous. I appreciate all of you being in here. Great seeing you. Hope you guys had a fun time watching. I hope you have a good evening and a good rest of your weekend after this. I'm going to throw a host at someone in just a second if you want to stick around. And I've also got some links for you if you are interested in a few links. Let's see. Hang on a second while I find someone to host it. Also, Zero has thrown those links in chat. Excellent. So if you see those links to Zero's, first of all is my Twitter, which is another way to find out when I go live. And also a great way to find out when I do nerdy things in real life. I try to post pictures and stuff in there because I do tons of nerdy stuff in real life. Second link in there is my YouTube channel. I actually archive all of my streams, so if you ever want to see anything you see on stream over again, or if you want to check out some of the other cool games I've played on stream before, then feel free to click on that link, and it'll take you right there, and you get to check out what I have. Last thing is Zero has also posted a link to my Discord, which is the best way to get hold of me outside of the stream. And also a great way to chat with some of the other viewers. We do some fun stuff in there, so feel free to stop in and see what's going on in there. Rose, take care of yourself as well. Good seeing you. So, we are going to throw a host at someone I have never hosted before. It's someone from my stream team, Shamanam. Shamanam, very popular viewer right there. Shamanam right now is playing Fortnite, sort of a tower defense game with a very cool aesthetic. And a little bit of survival, a little bit of crafting. It's got a little bit of everything, and it's going to be free to play next year. Looks really interesting, so let's go over and check out that game. Say hi to Shamanal if you were so inclined. But if you got other things to do or other places to be, then I'll just say to you, as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you folks around. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.